Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Chelsea to Plymouth 1. We're here to review the match overall. I was at the game. Yes, I was. I was unfortunately at that game as well. So we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be delving into them topics. We're going to be talking about individuals. We're going to be rating players. We're going to be talking about the overall game. And I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinion on how it went down at the bridge when I was down there yesterday and how I feel about it. But make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, please subscribe and please share on all your socials. Let's cue the intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. We are here to talk about that Chelsea versus Plymouth game, that diabolical performance, absolute shithouse performance against a team that, to be fair to him, I was at the game yesterday. I was sitting in the Westview, beautiful view as well. Just literally below me was Roman Abramovich's box. To the right of me were all the Plymouth fans from one end of the one side to the other end of the stand, all singing their hearts out. And big up to them for their journey down and how they literally just kept the atmosphere going, because everyone else that was in there, and I'm talking about the Chelsea fans yesterday, we looked pissed. We were pissed. We were sitting there and we was just like, everyone just looked drained. Everyone just looked like, what is this? Like, we knew Tuchel had COVID and he wasn't there. But barring actually that, we don't need Tuchel to be on the sidelines to beat Plymouth. You know, this game, and we're going to talk about it in depth. I'm going to give you my overall thoughts on it. And we're going to talk about players, because we need to talk about players. We need to talk about it because they've had this break. They've had this long break, for a week or two. You know, some of them have been going to Dubai. Some of them have been going fucking Barbados. Some of them have been going Ibiza, wherever these guys are going, You'd think that long enough break would be good for them to come back in. So they come back in to what I would deem as an easy game to just get your fitness up. You may maybe get some goals, work on your overall play. Let me tell you something now. And I know some people think that the game was all right. We moved the ball well, this, that, and the other. We moved the ball well in patterns of play in certain moments. It wasn't the whole first half and it wasn't the whole second half. We was in control after we went behind 1-0. And let's get it right. That goal was absolutely atrocious. The fact that we allow this ball to go over all of our heads. I think it either goes over Rudiger or Lukaku. I don't know. It was absolutely confuses Kepa, who just stands there and goes in the back of the net. And we're now at 1-0 behind. I actually started laughing at the stadium. I literally started laughing to myself. I was like I just couldn't believe that was the case. I genuinely couldn't believe that was the case. And straight after that, yes, we dominated. Yes, we had loads of shots. But it's just not good enough. And when I say not good enough, it wasn't just, it was the whole team. And there was just certain individuals who are really just grinding me. They're grinding me. I'm just getting so fed up with how we are playing at the moment. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to wonder out how are we going to kick on? How are we going to move forward? How are we going to, how are we going to, kick on to these cup? Like, we've got the cup competition now, Club World Cup in Abu Dhabi. We're playing against teams that we have no clue about. We played against a team yesterday who we had no clue about, really, even though they were poorer. We're going to be a lot poorer than the teams that we play in the Club World Cup. Let's get it right. And we just didn't look like we didn't look good. We just didn't look good. Oh, man. Anyway, let's quickly share this because the draw has come out as well. The draw for the 5th round of the Cup is Luton away. Chelsea will play Luton away. You've got Palace and Stoke City, Peterborough versus Man City. You've also got Liverpool or Cardiff versus Norwich, Southampton versus West Ham, Middlesbrough versus Tottenham, Nottingham Forest or Leicester versus Huddersfield Town, Everton v AFC Bournemouth or Bournemouth. So there is your round 5 of draws. Looking at, man, it's only Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and maybe West Ham, all right, West Ham and Everton, that are all like the Prem teams in there. The rest of it's just, actually, no, Leicester's there as well. Big up to Frank Lampard yesterday as well. Had a good performance as well. But Chelsea have got Luton in the 5th round away. Probably make another hash of that one as well. It will be commencing on Monday, the 28th of February, these games as well. So interesting stuff. We have to see how we get on. Right, let's go through the chat, because before I want to get into it, I want to see who's in the chat. Robin says, if Ziyech and Kai becomes key to then we get relegated. Then we get relegated. What Robin's saying. Andre says, big up. He says, what the hell did I just watch? Trust me, I fucking got up in the morning, all ready to go, happy. Yay, I'm going to watch Chelsea. You know, it's been a while. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we can get 3 or 4 goals. Lukaku can maybe get on the. I ended up wishing that I was in bed with the duvet over me and the TV on. Because I tell you now, if I was at home watching that game, I would have switched it off after 45 minutes. That's how fucking shit we was. Honestly, that is how bad we was. Chi-Chi says, happy Sunday, Jim. Hope you don't have nightmares of Rom after the Twitter spaces. We're going to be talking about Lamppost. Sorry, that's his new name now. I'm sorry. Lamppost. Lukaku ain't doing shit against League One teams. Exactly. Hiking with Martin. Big up to you. Says, big up to everyone. Declared top bins. Hello. C1 London. We created a lot of chances, but our attack playing against us is not surprised. Becca says the team knew we missed football for 2 weeks. They decided to give us an extra 30 minutes. Do you know what I mean? We struggled again. Tim's masterclass is what Moose is saying. Embarrassing results, scraping a win against the League One opposition after extra time. Stop playing Lukaku now. Mentally ain't there. Don't care if he costs 90 million. Big up to Couch Critic in the house as well. He says we've got a lot of work to do in the summer, and I literally air what he says there. We have a fucking Mount Everest to climb. We literally have a Mount Everest to climb. That's how it feels. See, London said Spurs are there. Yeah, Spurs are there. I forgot Spurs, but you know it's Spurs. That's why Spursy. Mount and Ziyech were sourcing. Really? I know people saying Ziyech had a good game, and I think he was good out of a bad bunch, but I wouldn't say great. We beat Plymouth 2-1. Do you know what I mean? Luton away going to be tough, proper Sunday league ground. Nadia saying Werner to the rescue again. Big up, Jim. Get Lukaku out. Yeah, mate. We're going to talk about the lamppost. Lamppost is harsh, Jim. They serve a purpose. They do, actually. They help us to see. They didn't say what type of lamppost, though, did I? Top bins. Didn't say what type of lamppost. The scary thing was arguably our strongest lineup. But listen, and we're going to delve into it now. Do I think it was a penalty? Yeah, it was a stupid mistake from Malang Sarr in the first place. And so as soon as that happened, I was just like, it just sums up. This is why I keep saying, when people were saying, oh, we played quite well, it's not a problem, we done what we needed to do. We didn't fucking, we beat Plymouth 2-1. How can anyone sit there and be defending players? That is not good enough. I don't care if you think Ziyech had a good game or Mount had a good game. I thought they were all average. I genuinely did. I looked at Ziyech and I thought, yeah, you know, he done a couple good runs, cut across, you know, whipped the ball in here and there. Sometimes he took too many touches on the ball in the first half when he should have released it earlier. Mason Mount, you know, as much as I like Mason Mount, you know, he, again, just doesn't look like, he looks, for me, maybe it's just tired. He can't even use the word tired because he's been off 2 weeks with Jorginho in the USA. I don't know what it was, but you know, even he, you know, and he did work hard. He got around and done what he usually does, but he's just not effective in the forward line. You know, he's just not the same. You know, I don't want to start on the lamppost. The lamppost I'm saving to later. Like, we're going to get to him. I don't know what they mean by sourcing because of 2-1. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Big up to Dan. He's saying losing 2-0 to Luton and Lukaku missing 3 open goals. I'm being honest with you now, and I will back this lamppost because he is our player. But we go into this this Carabao Cup final against Liverpool in the same form that we currently are now. Let's say Lukaku doesn't score in the next 2 or 3 games, because I think we've got Leicester and I think Palace, like 2 or 3 games before we play this game. Obviously, the Club World Cup as well. If he doesn't score, he continues in his shit form and starts against Liverpool, we are losing that game. I'm telling you now, it's getting to the point where he cannot start anymore. Like, I cannot explain what I saw yesterday. I was laughing so much that everyone in the ground was looking at me and thinking I was crazy. I was going, and they were looking at me like, Is he right? Like, literally, it's got so comical. I even said to the person that I was with watching the game, I said, give me a cushion and give me a cover because I have had enough. I can't watch this anymore. Yeah, and it's not even like, you can't even use that he wasn't creating chances. You can't even use that, you know, you can't even use that he was doing the basics because he doesn't know what basic means. I don't think he knows what the basics is to his game. And then people were saying to me, he's low in confidence. He's low in confidence, Jem. You know what it's like when you're a player at Chelsea and you're low in confidence. He's 28 years old in his prime, £100 million. All right, you want to cut the £100 million excuse out, but I am tired. I am tired. I'm tired of these excuses for a player that is just not fucking been good enough. He's just not good enough. Yes, none of our forwards are good enough. Werner's not great. Havertz has not been played and in and out of form. Mason Mount, his outputs are great, but his form for me is not great. Hakim Ziyech has 2 or 3 games. Everyone goes, see, I told you. Ziyech, see, he's great. Haha, receipts. Tottenham, cup game, Plymouth, at home. I want consistency from Ziyech. I want to see him again in the bigger games in the Premier League. Where's his consistency? No one can tell me that since Ziyech has been at Chelsea, he's been great. He's not. He hasn't. He has a good game, and I hope his form, kicks on. But it's yet to be seen for me. I don't get excited. I don't have player agendas. Like, I get fed up why we always pick and choose. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who I actually thought was okay. A lot of people thought he was bad. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I thought was all right. He was a bit wasteful in the final third, but at least he was making them runs into the pocket of spaces in the first half. I was actually shocked that he got taken off, to be honest, with Callum Hudson-Odoi. But even him, inconsistent in his performances for us. Our whole forward line is inconsistent. And like Couch said earlier in the chat, we have got a busy summer. And I do think, and it does worry me, it really does worry me because I think to myself, we probably have areas that we know we need to sort. And I think the defence, we know that we were in a bit of an issue. We've known this since December. I think the board are prepared for that. Whether Rudiger stays, Christensen goes, Aspie goes, whatever, I do think that they're prepared with their targets. Who we're going to go for if A, B, and C and D leave. But if we end up losing forwards and say Werner goes and Pulisic ends up leaving, because some people want Pulisic to leave this football club, then we're going to need to concentrate on bringing forwards in. But the biggest issue, which is then worrying me, is that we will be so deterred in sorting out our defence, trying to get a couple more forwards in, because we're going to need it. But the real root of the issue is not been sorted. The real problem of the issue, and we know that our forward line has been inconsistent since Diego Costa. We know, since Eden Hazard, since Eden Hazard left. Since Eden Hazard left the team, we know that our forward line's been inconsistent. We know that we struggle to find players that can just do their job. Just, you do what you've been bought for. Is that the right word? Just come in and do what you've been bought for. Be effective is the word. Be consistent. Show us your value. Why are we paying this much money for you? 50 million, 47 million, fucking 100 million. Show us what it is that you do. I think the forward line thing is a bit of an issue. But one of the bigger issues for me is our midfield and our wingbacks. And I don't have no faith, Couch. When it comes to our board, I keep saying it. I am not 100%, but I do think that they will sort out areas that need to be sorted. But when I watched us yesterday on the ball and in midfield, picking the ball up and playing it slow, lethargically, and yeah, you can blame the defence because the defence are not moving it forward and quick enough to the midfield. But when the midfield are receiving the ball and you're seeing movement in front of you that's not being picked out, that is an ongoing problem at our football club. That is something that has not only just happened in this game. This is something that's been happening for a long time at Chelsea Football Club. As much as our forwards can be inconsistent, yeah, we could be doing more for them. I do think that. Our midfield, I keep saying it, our midfield, and without Reece James and Ben Chilwell, from what I've seen at the moment, yeah, and you can go back to Lampard's first season, all the way to now, are just too slow and lethargic in the way that they play the ball. Kovacic is great progressively moving forward, and he does release the ball, and he's definitely been one of our best players. But consistency with Kovacic, can he continue doing that at such a high order? You know, at the same time, maybe he feels a bit limited in going too far forward when you've got Jorginho there. I think Jorginho's great with the ball. He keeps the ball ticking, but I don't want to see him ticking it with the defence, from him to the defence and him to the wingers. You know, I want to see the ball being moved quicker through the middle. You know, Kante, you know, he will break up the play. He will make it hard. He will win the ball. He'll do this. He'll do that. You know, and he's world class, 100%. But him himself is not going to be someone that you can consistently rely on to be progressive. You know, when your forwards are making them runs into pockets, play them, because we do have players that do move. Movement is key in this system and how we play. And you saw last season, why was we so successful? Why was we creating tons of chances? Because we were moving. The forward line was just going left, right, and centre. We were moving, we were dragging, and the wing backs were supplying them. Now we can't use the wing backs or whoever. We've had to switch the system now. We've gone to a 4, and we're relying on the midfield to provide to the forward line. I don't think we do that enough. And that's why I'm saying I do think the midfield thing is a bit of a problem. There's no problem. There's not an issue of having Jorginho team, but next to Jorginho, you need to have someone that is going to consistently break the lines and be progressive and play the ball quick enough. Kovacic does, but Kovacic also does like to do them 1-2 little short passes. You know, he does like the 1-2 with Jorginho and whatever. I don't want that all the time. You know, and we are too slow and lethargic on the ball. When we win the ball in midfield, and when we do win the ball, I've noticed, if it ain't our defence, cutting Sane out, it's our midfield pressing and picking the ball up quickly. It's not our forward line. Our forward line hardly wins the ball back, I've noticed. It's the pressing from the midfield that wins us the ball back. But when we get the ball and we hit the break, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, we don't think about making that quick pass. The only time we actually do is if Hakim Ziyech's got the ball and the first thing he thinks in his head is to play that long ball over the top. Yeah, and sometimes we've seen it 6 or 7 times out of 10, it fucking goes to no land. Yeah, and I'm not sticking up for Lukaku here because, again, you know, yeah, I watched him yesterday and everything about him was poo. You know, the lamppost, the Lukaku, I call him Lukaku now, Lukaku lamppost. He wasn't good enough. He was definitely not good enough in that game. But even he made some, and I was saying, look, watch his runs, you know, coming deep and then trying to run into that space. It got to the point where he just stopped. And I saw it with Timo Werner last year. When Timo Werner was making them runs into the pockets and we never found him in them spaces, I used to cry, play it. You got to keep feeding him. Keep feeding him, feed. You know, the more you keep feeding that person, the more eventually they're going to score, even if it's only 1 out of 7. But we don't feed the ball quick enough. You know, and I don't know whether it's a Tuchel thing. Keep the ball, keep it moving, keep it tight, keep it... I don't know. But for me, we have an ongoing issue of not being quick enough with the ball once we got it. It's very like we allow you to get back into position and then we will play our ball and we'll break you down with some triangles. That's what we do. We'll play triangles around you. And we can't keep doing that. You know, we can't... The problem is, right, we can't do this. We can't do this. We can't play triangles. Because the forward line, yeah, unfortunately, if you haven't got a Cho or Pulisic, who half the time struggle to dribble anyway, you can't play triangles around opposition that are sitting in front of you. Because once you play a triangle, it's the pass and move. It's the pass, go. We don't have that. Or it's the person that picks the ball up and drives that creates the space to then play them passes. I don't think we have the personnel to do that. I think we're a team that needs to play the ball quick when the opposition are out of possession, which means when they're not organised, when that midfield's not set, when that defence is a bit higher up in this space behind, that's when we have to be like that. If we don't do that and we allow them to get back into space, yeah, it ends up just being fucking predictable and easy to defend against. Because they're set and they're watching us just do little passes next to each other. We're not progressive enough. And that is the truth about our team. It's not good enough. And going back to the game yesterday, you know, the overall game was shit. I'm sorry, I can't sit here and defend a 2-1 win against Plymouth. Thank you to Kepa. Barring Kepa, who saved us, we could have been going into penalties with Plymouth. We could have been going into penalties with Plymouth. You know, Alonso gets us the goal. That was the one little bit of one moment where the link-up play towards that game was good. One of them moments. Werner picks the ball up. Havertz runs into the pocket with his movement. Yeah, picks the ball up, looks up. Alonso then cuts inside the box. We find him, right foot, bottom corner, done. Yeah, we made it look easy. We didn't do it enough. And you could maybe argue the chemistry's still not there. Maybe the link-up play's not there. Maybe they just, I don't know. I genuinely just don't know. And it's becoming a bit of an issue for me. You know, I was frustrated after that game. Even though we won, I was just annoyed. You know, I was so frustrated. And I looked at, and I told, right, listen to this, right. I was sitting after the game, we went to the Oyster, which is around the corner from Chelsea's football club. And I met Mo, I met all the boys that we talk to on the space. And I said to him, I said, did you know that in that whole game, we had 40 shots? And they were like, nah, that wasn't that type of game. Nah. Yeah? I went, go and have a look. Ready? Because people don't realise this, yeah? People don't realise how fucking shit we was, yeah? 71% to their 28%. Again, we dominate the ball. But I keep saying to you, passing the ball when the defence and the midfield are organised doesn't mean you're doing much. We had 41 shots, yeah? Out of them 41 shots, let me zoom in on this. 41 shots. When did Chelsea ever have 41 shots in a game? 41 shots and 11 on target. You're telling me that out of the 11, so wait a sec, 12 are off target, yeah? So that's 23 shots, yeah? So the other 33, 17 shots that we had were just block shots. Well, 18 shots. Sorry. There you go. 18 shots. So we had 41 shots. You ready, guys? Yeah? We only had 11 on target out of 41. 12 of them were fucking off target. So we had more shots off target than we did on. Yeah? And 18 of them are blocked. Why are them 18 blocked? Because, like I keep saying to you guys, we are too slow to move the ball up the pitch. But when we do get to the edge of the box and we try and do these little 1-2s because we always want to score the perfect goal instead of just fucking shooting, yeah, it don't happen. So we end up just looking up and just kicking the ball at the midfield that's just standing there and hoping that it deflects and goes into the bottom corner. That is exactly how we played yesterday. That is exactly how Chelsea played the game yesterday. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough one bit. You know, it's embarrassing. It generally is. 41 shots come areas when you'd never score from. They were moon shots, literally. He saved us again. Kepa, here comes Matt with his Kepa agenda. The block shots were so frustrating. Yes, but Martin, they're frustrating because we're so fucking slow at moving the ball forward. We don't want to, break the lines and move quick with it. Even if their forward lines are making them runs into them pockets, which we did. And Callum Hudson-Odoi done it a couple times in the first half where he found the space off the left in them pockets behind the defence. And we was finding him in the odd occasion. Lukaku sometimes made that little run, never found it, then gave up like he does. How long can you keep protecting Werner? He's constantly putting in bad performances. I mean, this game's just not about Werner. This is where everyone's just got to throw your stupid agendas aside. It's not even just Werner. We've had Romelu Lukaku playing how many games in a row and doing his stupid shit. His absolute stupid shit performances. You can bang on about Werner as much as you want, and I don't think he's great. But the one thing I will say is he's more effective than Lukaku on the pitch. He offers more than what blimmin' Lukaku does. Yeah, and a lot of people might disagree with that, but he does. I don't know what this guy offers up front. I don't know what he does. Super Mike. We've got a Plymouth fan in the house. Big up to you, my man. We were poo without Werner. What attackers would you keep? None of them. I already said it yesterday in the space. I said, I potentially would not care if we got to the summer and they all left and maybe Mount stayed. Potentially. Because he ain't going to go anywhere, is he? Mount, If you told me Cho went on loan, I wouldn't care. If you told me Werner got sold, I wouldn't care. If you told me Ziyech wanted to go back to fucking Ajax, I wouldn't care. None of this would bother me. I don't think you get it. Because for me, I am fed up of having these fucking players, this forward line, in our team that are inconsistent. And yes, I bang on about the midfield and not moving the ball quick enough. And that is a big issue. And maybe we would see better. I'm just a little bit unsure whether the players that we currently have as what we call our forward line are actually that just good enough. I would actually argue that if we gave them 41 shots, total shots, for the next 11 games, and I'm going to say this year, if we had 41 shots for the next 10 games, yeah, and we dominated the games like we did against Plymouth, I would argue that we'd only still be winning games 1-2-0, and you'd see the same stats that we're seeing now. And I guarantee that most of them shots would be off target. Most of them would be off target. I can fucking promise you that. Because I'm starting to question them all now. I'm fed up of this forward line. We went back to, we were at 3 at the back. We then switched it to a 4. We switched it to a 4 to accommodate the forward line. People don't get this. The forward line, we accommodated. People saying, yeah, you're right. We don't have wing backs. So Tuchel's try to just accommodate, maybe bringing in another forward, yeah, and allow us to be a little bit more expansive on the other end. Try and score more goals. Give these guys the positions that they want to play in. Barring Hakim Ziyech, who is actually doing okay off the right in the last couple of games, everyone else has been fucking shit. Yeah, and even Hakim Ziyech still needs to prove it to me. We have to change the system. We did what everyone wanted, and only Ziyech is showing exactly what I just said there. I don't get why we got rid of Giroud. Why did we get rid of Giroud and Tammy? For what? What we got rid of them for? What are we watching? Because at the moment, the guy that plays up front called the lamppost, he doesn't give us anything. Yeah, it's not the shots, it's the quality of the shot creation. So many of these attempts you'd never score from. Yes, I get that. I get what you're saying there. The thing is, Couch, I keep saying it. We could have this amount of shots each and every game. I still don't think we would be converting that many. It's worth noting that so many people called for our back four to have more attackers on the pitch. Facts. Yet it's still our wing backs, Alonso, Azpilicueta, getting the goals. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You know, at one point in the game against Plymouth, we had Ziyech, Mount, Werner, Havertz, and fucking Lamppost all on the pitch. We have 5 forwards on the pitch, and we still couldn't score a goal. They still couldn't get a goal between them. They still couldn't build up a pattern of play. They still couldn't, put the ball in the back of the net. It's embarrassing. 41 fucking shots. No, I've had enough, man. I'm done with this. I will, you know what I'm like anyway. I will try. I'm trying so hard to back these players. I am. It's taking everything in me to just keep giving the faith and hope that it will work. I just can't defend shit performances, though. I can't. I genuinely can't defend shit performances. And that's why I am going to open up the lines. But let's just quickly delve through these quick players, yeah? But the overall game, guys, I'll be honest with you, depressing, poor, wished I never got up and went to it. Midfield too slow, forward line wasteful. Defence, for me, just done what they needed to do. I have no issues with defence, whether it's a 3 or the 4 at the back. They tend to do their job. Kepa done well. We move. I'm going to be quick with this. Kepa, you know how to do this. Player ratings. Give us your ratings in the chat. Kepa, for me, won us the game at the end. 2-1 could have gone into penalties. Who's to say that he would have helped us then? We don't know. But he done his job. So for me, Kepa is a 7. 7.5. Whatever you want to kill him. 7, 7.5. I don't care. 8's fine. 10, he saved us. 8, yeah, you just want to give him that. That's cool. 8, 10, 9, 8, 11. Look at Matt with his fucking love. 8, yeah, look, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. Could he done better for the goal? I think it's one of them ones where it's so hard to judge what to do when it comes in. But sometimes you still do need to have a reaction. And his reaction wasn't there. He kind of just went like that and it went in. But maybe he expected Rudiger or Lukaku to win it. Let me tell you something now. If it was Lukaku, can't remember who it was. He should have just been ready for it because he's definitely not winning any headers in the air. This guy can't jump. But anyway, we move. They move. Let's go on to the defence. The defence was Cesar Aspie, who got the goal. Lovely little goal from him, little back heel. Captain setting the examples. And do you know what was so cool about Aspie yesterday? Even though shit the game was, the ball went out and it was at the back. And these Plymouth fans, they just kept keeping the ball. And he went over because he was trying. We had a corner. We were trying to get the ball. And he's just like having it with them. He's like, give it a fucking ball. Blah, 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 blah. He then goes and does that back heel and scores. And then he celebrates all along the row of where them Plymouth fans were like, yeah, you wanker. Honestly, it was wicked. It was wicked seeing Aspie celebrate. Yeah. Guys, let's get them likes up, please, as well, if we can do that. We only have 22 likes. We should be on our way to 50. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel as well. But please, if you've not hit the like button, it takes 2 seconds. You're sitting there watching it. Please just smash the like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, please. But yeah, 7.5. I'm cool with Dave with that. I think he got the goal, so I can only give him your hats off for that. And big up to Dave, legend of this football club. Antonio Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger. When it wants to load, come on, what are you doing? What's going on? There we go. Antonio Rudiger, again, solid performance, showing why he needs to stay at Chelsea, why Chelsea should offer him that extra money. Out of all the defenders that Chelsea should be trying to keep, personally, it should be Rudiger. It should be Rudiger. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't be talking about anyone else. For me personally, you know, Rudiger for me was a 7, easily a 7, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, Rudiger was below average yesterday, but still class. Now, he was fine. Did what he did, 7. 7's fine for me. But again, this is not the root of the talk. I want to move quickly. Malang Sarr had a very good game for me. All right, he made that one little mistake, and we know he has it in him to make that little mistake. But overall, he got stuck in. He done his job. Don't think he done too much wrong other than at the end where he nearly cost us the game. I would say a 6.5, maybe /7 for him. 6.5 is probably what I'm going with. Andre saying 6 for Malang Sarr. The reason I'm flying through these defenders, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, is because I don't really think the defenders are the issue right now. I don't look at the defence and go, yeah, they're a problem. 5 is what Couch is saying as well. 5, give me Zuma vibes. Nah, he wasn't that bad, man. He wasn't that bad yesterday. I thought he wasn't too bad. Looked shaky on the ball and nearly cost us the game at the end. But overall, he got stuck in the second half. He done what he had. There was periods where Plymouth were again dominating us, especially in extra time, second half. And he got stuck in. And him and Rudiger between them done okay. They done their bit for me. You know, can't criticise them too much. But like I said, we move. I'm not even going to say much about this guy because everyone knows what I feel. Can someone please explain to me why he came off in the first half? No one came out after and said he was injured. Why was he dragged off? Anyone? Was he ill? Did he have a bit of a stomachache? Did his ear hurt him? Did he have an earache? I don't know. You know, why did he come off? And why is Malang Sarr still on the pitch? Why is Malang Sarr still on the pitch and he's not? Like, I don't get it. Like, do you want to be here or not? Like, where are we with this? Like, I was being told yesterday to some people that he was our best player at half time. Fucking game are you watching? Yeah, and he got sub for Alonso. It just makes it even worse. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know about Krusty. He's just. I didn't want to talk about him because he played half a game. I can't. I ain't even. My energy's not going to him today. My energy's just not going to him. Marcus Alonso. Let's talk about him. Got us the goal. Came on. Second half. Again. Did he offer much? No. He just done what he does. Gave the ball away a couple of times. Made some shit passes forward to our forward line. Slow up and down the wing. Yeah, just overall not that good. But he got the goal. So how can you knock someone that scores the goal, right? And in that instance, we were losing 1-0 because Alonso's attacking threats. Heard he grazed his finger too much. Yeah, tell me about it. You know, you can give him whatever you want. I know you guys are going to take the piss here and give him 11s and 6s. This is ridiculous. Why? Why? Why, Delilah? um, 7, 7, 7. All right, 7. All right, he scored. We'll give him a 7. Again, I'm not going to dwell on it. 7, fine. Get rid of it. Get him out of here. Still not good enough. 8 is what fucking Boogeyman's saying. Boogeyman's loving him up. Boogeyman is loving Alonso up. I know he's an Alonso protector. Trevor Chalobah come on, but again, I'm not going to do it because he was like a little bit. I can't bother. I want to just get on with it. Who else came on? Jorginho, who stayed on the pitch, who for me personally should have came off. Why we took Kovacic off and didn't take Jorginho off, I don't get it. Still didn't get it until when he was on the pitch. I think what we was trying to do is keep him as the main midfielder, but allow him to be progressive because at that point we had so many forwards on the pitch. It was like he had to pass forward. He couldn't do his little side pass or his backwards pass. You had to look forward at all points. And I would have just preferably prefer Kovacic there, or even if you just put Kante there. I should have just put Kante on, just put him there, preferably. But I wouldn't have took him off. I wouldn't have took Kovacic off for him. I would have took him off. But you know, you can say what you like. For me, he was a fucking 5.5, 6. There was nothing great about Jorginho whatsoever. 5 for Jennifer, 6, 6.5, 4, 5. Control equals Jorginho. What does that even mean anymore? I get bored with this thing of control. What was so controlling about yesterday, Boogeyman? What was it that you watched that was so controlling in the way that we played with Jorginho on the pitch against Plymouth? 7.5. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that's fair enough. 5.5 to 6. I'm saying 5.5, man. I don't get this defence of Jorginho half the time. Mateo Kovacic, yeah, for me, thought he had a decent first half, was progressive moving forward the ball, you know, trying to break the lines, got fouled a couple of times, you know, then got taken off when he shouldn't have, for me personally. I don't know. 6.5 for the period that he was on the pitch for me. I like Kovacic. I think Kovacic is good. You know, you could argue that Kovacic is maybe a 7, actually. I'll give Kovacic a 7. I think I'll go with a 7. 6.5 or a 7. We've got an 8. We've got 6. And then we've got 6.5. And we've got 7. Then we've got 7.5. Yeah, but he's flew to Abu Dhabi. I'm sure he flew to Abu Dhabi. He was on the sheet. So him and Reece James is also gone as well. So Reece James will be out there. 7, 6.5, 6.5 is what Chi-Chi's saying. Yeah. So we move Kovacic as an 8. Fair enough. All right. We need to speed this up because I am going to open up the line soon, but I need you to get them likes up. We've only got 32 likes and there's over 80 people here. Just hit that like button. Just get it up to 50 likes, please. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. On our road to 5K, that magic 5K. Hit the woodwork twice. He did actually, so I'd give him a 7 actually. I thought Kovacic was okay, to be fair. We move on from Kovacic and then we have we've got the 2 in front, haven't we? So let's talk about... I ain't going to do Sal Niguez. I'm sorry. What is it to say? I want to just get on with the forward line. I don't really care about the others that like half-heartedly come on the pitch. Let's start with Cho. Because I thought... A lot of people thought he was below average. I thought he was okay. At least he was driving with the ball, opening up space, running into the pockets. I would have kept him again. I would have kept him on the pitch. He should never have come off the pitch. Him and Kovacic were 2 players that should have stayed on the pitch for me. Is he inconsistent still? Yes. Could he be offering the team more? Yes. Should he have been taken off? No. Was he the worst player on the pitch? No. So for me, you know, I keep saying it. Our forward line, all of them are not good enough. But in terms of the game yesterday, I thought he was... A lot of people saying 4s, 5s. I would have given him a 6, to be honest. Yeah, I'd stick with a 6. It's weird how... And I keep saying to people, it's weird how you see it on TV and then you see it in real life. I keep telling you, it's 2 different things. That you guys probably thought the game was quick and we moved the ball quick. When I was watching it on the bridge, it was so slow. Left, right, backwards. It was all like fucking slow coach. 3, wasteful, 6, very wasteful. I thought it was a 6, personally. But 4.52 one constantly. Yeah, but do you know what? The one thing I will say he done very well is he drove into the spaces. You know, he did. And we did. I think from Kovacic, he was finding him, picking him into that space. A lot of our attacking at sometimes was coming down that left. I know we'd done a Ziyech and Mount just kept doubling up on the right a lot of times in the first half as well. But I'd say a 6. Yeah, and that's true as well. What can we do with a blimmin'? We're going to get to him. Don't worry. He is the main event. He is the main event. Hakim Ziyech, who everyone seems to say, yeah, he's back. He's back. Yeah, this is why we signed him. Hakim Ziyech. Listen, he had a good game. I wouldn't say a great game. I just think it was an average game. You know, again, you can moan about what's in front of him, this, that, and the other. Do I think he could have crossed the ball earlier at moments? Yes. Dribbled a little bit too much, you know, sometimes. But overall, good game out of the forward line. Didn't do too bad. Again, consistency is key. Again, the team that we play up against is going to be key. Again, can he adapt to the Premier League and that quickness and be more effective? I need to see it. But overall, he was decent. Yeah. Still don't think he's absolutely great, but I would say a 7. 6.5, 6, 8.5 yesterday. He ran the game, but the Lukaku attacks. I wouldn't even say that. Say he didn't run the game. He got the ball out wide and done a couple of little step overs and, you know, looked pretty and tried to cross the ball. Yeah, I agree. Look, you know, in the box we had absolute nothing, but him and Mount did combine well. 6, 8, 7.5. I'll give him a 7. You've got honest opinion? I'd give him a 7. I won't be putting him in these brackets. Not only will we beat Plymouth 2-1, you know, 2 goals against Plymouth. And let me just say, 2 goals against Plymouth, and both the goals came from our fullbacks. There you go. This is annoying me, this fucking thing. Our fullbacks, man. Ziyech 9 put a crossover for Cho and Lukaku, not his fault. Yeah, you can argue that, but still, I just think a 7. Your best player on the pitch yesterday was Kovacic, mate. I agree. I said it. I thought Kovacic was decent and they took him off. They definitely took him off. I must have been watching a different game at the bridge yesterday because Ziyech was a free. Simon, you were there with me. I was at the game as well. I don't know what they see on. I don't know what people see on TV, but I don't think he was that great. I wouldn't say he was crap like what you've done there. Gave him a 3, but I would say he was, you know, a 6 to a 7. You know, that's it. Yeah, that's true. Maybe potentially. Just remember the FA Cup is a knockout competition. Some teams like Big Bad Man U. It sounds like rather losses. Jason, big up to you. Where are these scores coming from? 2-1 game against Plymouth. I don't know, mate. Did they boo the Kovacic substitution? No, it was just a bit weird. I don't know. No one did really, actually. We was just like, oh, Kovacic. I was just like, what? I was like, what? You're taking Kovacic off? Out of all the players on the pitch, you're going to take a man like Kovacic off, who was actually doing all right. Should have took Jorginho off. But we move from Ziyech, who, again, like I keep saying, didn't have a bad game, didn't have a massively great game. Was just okay. We move on to Kai Havertz, who came on, ran into space as well, wasteful in front of goal, hasn't played for the last 6 games. I don't really know what to say. I mean, I think Kai Havertz should be leading our front line. I'm honest with you guys. I don't think it's massively like amazing. Like we're a Champions League and Premier League winning team when Kai Havertz is up front. But I just think that we flow better when we have Kai Havertz up front. I just do think that the person that we're going to get to in a bit, the lamppost is he needs to sit on the bench. He's affecting these boys. Like he's just becoming a nuisance. That's the word. I'm sorry. Like he's causing so much. Like just play him through the middle, even though he's not a 9 for me. Yeah, and just play. You know, you've got an extra forward on the pitch now, so our movement should be better. Whether it's Kai Havertz, Ziyech, Mount, Cho. There's 4 players there, yeah, that all have very good movement. Not 3 players and 1 fucking lamppost that wants to stand still. Which is literally what it is. Like, I want to see him leading the line. I don't want to see... There's no excuse. No one can tell me that Kai Havertz shouldn't be leading the line. I'm sorry. Yes, he should score goals. Yes, he needs to improve in that. But he still offers more in this system. So you can say what you like about Kai Havertz, but he needs to be leading this line for this football club. These next couple of games, we need to find form. We ain't got time to keep testing Lukaku. Keep giving him, just play him into form. If it's not playing into form, it's punishing him. Just keep playing him. Maybe Tuchel's punishing him for his comments. I don't know. But Kai Havertz should be starting games. I'm sorry. You can agree to disagree. If you disagree, cool. That's your opinion. But for me, I need to see it. Havertz was a 3. That's fair. I thought he was a 5, personally. I don't think he was great, but I don't think he was shit. Yes, he might have had a chance here and there, could have scored. But he didn't look sharp on the pitch, to be honest. I was there and he looked like, even when he got through on goal, usually Kai Havertz would just pull away. You ain't catching that Kai Havertz, baby, when he's in front of that goal. And that guy slid across and blocked him from shooting. Like, it just didn't look sharp. And I don't blame him sitting on the bench for 6 games. What do you want to do? What do you want him to do? Do you know what I mean? Yesterday, he was sleepwalking on the pitch. Havertz poor. I see Gem Agenda. Havertz fanboy. I'm not. Well, no. Tell what. So you'd rather have Lukaku leading the line? Answer that question, Dundee. Go on. Answer that question, bro. You tell me that. He's definitely punishing him. We move from Havertz. Timo Werner. Again, I think between him and Havertz, they had more opportunities than Lukaku. I think Lukaku had certain opportunities he could have buried. But, in the short space of time that these two came on, I think they had good chances. And again, same problem. Not converting. They're doing the right thing in many ways, but just not converting. Timo Werner, again, asked to play off the left, hold the left. I don't like seeing him out there, personally. I just don't. I don't like him having to hold his position on the left. He's just not a left midfielder. Don't get why we do it. Not good enough, again. You can give him a 4 or a 5. I don't really care. If you want to give him less than that, 3 and a 2, like you've done there. 6, 5. I think it was a 5, personally. I'll put a 5. 2, 3. Lukaku and Havertz both need to be sold. I don't think so. I think Lukaku needs to be sold. I think Havertz needs to stay. For me, it's not just about scoring, but working in midfield and linking well. Timo and Kai do that. And Simon, you go to the games. I agree with you. Like you when I say to these people, Simon, when I say to people in the chat, I say it's different when you watch the game, go to the bridge and watch a game to what you see on TV. It's facts. Like it generally is. It is. It's just facts. Like it's two different things for me. And the system works better with movers. Unfortunately, the system is set up with people that move. The only problem we have is that we just can't finish. We literally cannot finish our fucking 3-course dinner. 7, 3. 2, 7.5. Jesus Christ, we were so shit. Dylan was there yesterday. My boy Dylan, big up to him as well. He knows how bad it was. We're not defending the forward line. No one deserves to be defended. But in Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, this system works better with him. They all do. They always do it. Because Timo, even though Timo's not great, Timo knows he's not playing great. He just knows. He tells us. He told everyone. He knows he don't play well. I don't feel like he's maliciously trying to not do things. I just think he overthinks things. And if he stops overthinking things and just does it, then I think you'll see a better player. Now, you're not going to see that if you don't see him on the pitch and you just bring him on. And when you do bring him on, you play him off the left. So there's your answer with Timo Werner. It's not going to happen. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get this over 50 likes. We've only got 44 likes, over 107. The link's coming into you guys very shortly. I want to get your thoughts and opinion. Here we go. Hi all. No, he's ass. Say what you like. We move. Let's move because Timo Werner again. I keep saying Kai Havertz, Timo Werner haven't really played games. 5 or 6 games in a row now. We move on to the main event, and the main event being lamppost, Romelu Lukaku. The lamppost. This lamppost. I can't. I am trying so hard to give this guy. I don't know. I told you all. I told everyone, and everyone that knows me knows that I didn't want this guy here. And I just knew it was to do with his overall game. His overall game. It wasn't even just him scoring goals. Because even when he isn't scoring goals, even when he isn't effective, yeah, what does he offer to the team if he's not scoring goals? Because he doesn't offer anything. And this is why I keep telling you all the same thing. And I'll keep telling you till I blimmin' go blue in the face. You will get more from Kai Havertz and Timo Werner than you will from him. Because he's ineffective. If he don't see the ball, if he doesn't get the ball to his feet, because he doesn't move, he's too static, he doesn't do anything. And the worrying thing about this guy is when you look at the Villa game, and you look at all the games since that Villa game, you can't even argue it's a system thing. There's not one Lukaku stan in this chat that can tell me, or Lukaku defender that can tell me, yeah, that we aren't trying to play to his strengths. This guy doesn't even want to play himself. I watched our lamppost, our number 9 lamppost yesterday up front, yeah, literally looking de-interested. I watched him and he does not look bothered. And people tell me that's what he's like. He's the way he plays the game. No, he don't. Because I watched some of the Inter Milan things. I was like, I need to actually see what people saw in this guy. I need to see it because I didn't watch enough of Inter Milan. So I did. I went and watched a couple of Inter Milan games where he was like scoring goals with his fucking bum buddy, Martinez, up front. Yeah? And he is completely a different player there than he is with us. He was the one that told us, yeah, that he's adapted his game. Before he even put that fucking badge on, he was the one that came here and said to us, right, I can adapt my game. I'm versatile enough. I'm a different player than I was before I left Manchester United. This is better. My touch is better. His movement's better. All these Chelsea fans that were bigging him up and saying that this is what he can do, yeah, I was like, I don't know. And then I remember it. People were coming left, right, and centre at me about it. And I just said, look, I need to see it. I'm a very person, the proof is in the pudding. You can sit there and tell me as much as you want. If that guy doesn't wear the kit and I haven't seen it on the pitch, then I will hold how I feel about that person at that point. Timo Werner was the same when he came to Chelsea. I saw that he scored a lot of goals, and I wanted to see how he was on the pitch. This guy is ineffective. This guy yesterday, and I'm telling you, this is funny, right? I'm sitting there at Stamford Bridge, right? And I know he's playing. I'm like, come on. We're going to get a goal today, Lukaku. We're going to get a brace. It's cool. We're going to do this. The ball comes into him. His Timberland shoes, yeah, control the ball. And as he controls the ball, bear in mind he had no one around him. There was just a defender behind him that wasn't really pressuring him. Bounces off his foot, and the midfielder picks it up and he loses it. And he doesn't bother chasing it. He just loses it and stops and huffs and puffs. I go, all right, breathe. Breathe. It's nothing. It's only a couple minutes in. It's cool. Then we're breaking forward. And Ziyech and Mount are moving the ball well. We're getting down the wings and we're whipping the balls in. And I'm looking at this guy's movement in the box, right? He's not, right, so he's got the defender on him here. I wish I could say, he's got the defender on him here like this. And this is why I love going to games, because you get to see more in the eye of how a player plays the game and his movement, his whole persona in the game, yeah? And he's got the defender here, yeah? He's got the space behind here, and he's got space in front of him. He's in the middle of the goal, right? Every fucking time we crossed that ball to him, not once did he try and lose that defender. As a striker, when you're growing up and you're learning how to score goals, which he fucking knows how to do, yeah, the one main rule that you are taught is to lose the defender, make it hard. That little bit of movement to get in front of that defender or trick him in the way that you're going to run in the box is how you become successful in front of goal. Yeah? This guy is just doing this. You see my mic? He's just holding him. He's not moving. And every time we cross the ball, he's not even looking at the ball because he's too worried about the defender in front of him. And the ball comes in and he just sees it. He doesn't even try. He doesn't even do anything. He doesn't even try and Cho's crossing balls in, right? Cho crossed a beautiful ball to him from the right, yeah? He's on his own in the area. This ball couldn't have got any better to his head. It was about here. And he's a fucking tall guy, yeah? It's here. All he had to do was a little leap and angle, flick it, yeah? He goes like, the ball's coming here, and he does a little bloop, like a little baby trying to do a little jump. He doesn't even try and force himself up like a Ronaldo leap. I've seen this guy play basketball. He can jump. What the fuck's he not jumping? Literally, all he had to do was jump and just little nod. Didier Drogba, go all day. Yeah? This guy is just... He can't even do the basics. And I'm sorry. People keep saying, you know, yeah, but I'm telling you now, it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. And people keep saying to me, yeah, but he's lacking confidence, Jim. You know, it is what it is. You know, then maybe we shouldn't sign a striker. Because since Diego Costa, every fucking striker that we brought through the door is useless. How can a striker who's got them amount of goals come back to this football club or come to this Premier League and just be so turd? And it's not just the system. Yes, it is partly. I said that it's, maybe we need to release the ball quicker. Fine. Yeah. But if you can't help yourself by doing the fucking basics, then what chance have you got? Because this guy doesn't know how to even do that. He needs to be benched. He needs to not be on the pitch. He needs to not be on the pitch. Havertz needs to be taking his position. He's taking 300k a week from us. Yeah. He's already made Timberlands go out of fucking business. Yeah. Timberland stocks are down because of Lukaku right now. Lukaku is literally effed Timberlands. Romelu Lukaku versus Plymouth. 31 touches in 120 minutes. 0 goals, 0 assists. And oh, guess what? His favourite stats coming, guys. Are you ready? Not only did he have 2 dribbles, which he was shit at, he only won 1 duel out of 10 in the air. Sorry, overall. 1 duel. This ain't even in the air. 1 duel out of 10 against Plymouth Argyle. No offence, Plymouth, but we've got a fucking 320k a week striker on our book that cost the club 100 million. Club record, who can't even win a duel, can't even control a ball, can't even header, can't be effective. Even if he ain't scoring goals, the system doesn't benefit him. He is a burden on the pitch. He is a burden on the pitch because he himself can't just do the basics, can't just work for the badge, just work hard, use your weight, be effective. I ain't got nothing more to say other than we keep playing this guy. We're going to continue having these problems because he in himself can't change it. He in himself can't be the difference. He has to do it for himself. We can't help him anymore. He put himself in this position. He wanted to do that interview. Since that interview, this is the performances he's given us. This is what he's rewarding us, guys, as Chelsea fans. Him with his hands on his head. You know, he's doing shit passes. Yeah, he's doing making shit runs. Yeah, and all he does is moan. He points. He does all this like he's fucking king, moaning at everyone else about it all. But he's not looking at himself. He doesn't look at himself. I'm sorry, he's not good enough at this moment in time. He's not good enough. I don't know where listen, Monster, this is not even about Monster. Yeah, Monster was a Lukaku defender, and you still probably defend him now. That's cool. That's his agenda. Let him run with that. But at the end of the day, I'm sure he's not defending this. I don't think Monster's as dumb as that. He is not defending performances like this. And if he was here, I'm sure he would say the same thing as what I'm saying right now. Embarrassing result yesterday. Absolute shocking. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Make sure we get them likes up. Are we over 60 likes? Not even at over 47 likes. Get it up to 60 likes, please, so I can release this link because that is 47 likes. Come on, guys. There's over 113 of you here. Get them likes up, please. Get me up to 60 likes. Well, I'll go through the chat and then I'm going to release the link and I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. I want to know what the issue is. How do we get the best out of this guy? Because I'm telling you what my answer is to it. I don't think you can because he can't help himself. He doesn't want to help himself. And yet all he's doing is bringing pain to us. Pain to us as fans. Yeah, they are. Of course they are. You know, they still do their thing. But no offence. This is fucking Chelsea Football Club. It's one difficult one. Destroyed our club. Broke Gem. He's not breaking me. He's definitely stressing me. I just can't take it. Again, all our attackers are shit. Not just Lukaku, all of them. Not one leader in attack. But Couch, come on, brother. Please. This guy is 28 years old in his prime, like Hakim Ziyech. We should be expecting more from people like him. He has no excuse not to be a leader, a focal point, the difference. We have invested a lot of money in this player to be the difference. There is no excuse for him to be doing what he's doing on the pitch, which is fuck all. I don't care. We got rid of Giroud and Tammy Abraham for this. What? Again, we just got shitted on. We keep making the wrong decisions. We keep making the wrong fucking decisions. And I said it yesterday. I'm getting to the point. Do we just need to accept that we don't need a striker? Should we just buy a load of talented forwards that can play and build up some chemistry, shall I say? Build some chemistry between them that then allows them to all contribute to goals and try and win the title that way. Because I am giving up on strikers. I am. I genuinely am. Yes, I wanted Haaland originally. But he's one of a freak of a kind. I am generally giving up on strikers. Should we just dump strikers off? Just for the sake of it, save ourselves money. Find forwards that score goals that can link well with what we have and let Tuchel just do that. Because we seem to have a lot more better flow by doing that. Teams don't know how to deal with that kind of way that we play. Monster wants this guy from Monaco. I won't trust Monster. I won't. No, no. I like Tchouaméni. He's definitely who I want as well. Effie's contract. This fraud needs to leave this club, is what we're hearing. 56 likes. We are 4 away from 60. Come on, let's get up to 60 likes, guys. I'm going to release the link in the chat as well. Not many strikers are actually good when we narrowed it down in summer. It was basically Lukaku or Haaland. Then what we should have done, and I'm going to keep saying it to you guys, is that we should have never rushed. I would be more than happy, I'll be honest with you now, not to have spent that 100 million, gone into this season without the striker, even though we would have all been pissed off about it because we were all going, we need a goal scorer. Let's be serious, we did. We can't hide from that. Yeah. And then we would have waited to the end of this season and maybe just committed to a Haaland or someone, if that's what we were going to do. If that was our board's motives to do, then I would have rather have done that than have done this. Because what we've done here is just gone, get a goal scorer. Who else scores goals? Yeah, you. Yeah. Not thought about how he fits the system. And that's the problem. We brought players in that don't fit our system. I keep telling you guys this. Haaland would fail at Chelsea. He too doesn't do anything unless the ball is moved. No, he does. The difference with Haaland, he actually moves. I've watched him enough to know that he moves. He will link the play and he will sprint to get in the box. This guy does not want to do that. This guy doesn't even know how to move. You can't, for me, you just can't compare Lukaku and Haaland from what I'm seeing. It was 4-1 game if couples Ziyech, how long are we going to be just saying attack is the problem? It's not just the attack. I've said this. The forward line is inconsistent and they can all fuck off. That's how I feel at the moment, yeah. But the long-term issue is how slow we are with the ball progressively. And wanting to play triangles rather than play the ball quickly to not allow the opposition to get back into to defend. That's the difference. He looked fat, some people were telling me. Some people told me that Dubai wasn't a good thing for Lukaku because he was carrying weight. I saw him yesterday and I've looked at him at Inter Milan and how he's now. And he does look like he's carrying a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Maybe he's that type of player that needs to be physically at the peakly fit all the time. Because at the moment, he just looked like, I don't know. He might be doing Eden Hazard on us, mate. Eden Hazard at Real Madrid. That's what he might be doing right now. Right, link in the chat, guys. 120 of you here. Let's get some of the panel on, see what they've got to say about the game and their overall feelings. The link is there. If you want to come in and have your say, come and get involved. It is tagged and pinned as well for you guys. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions, not only on Romelu Lukaku, but the overall team. The overall team. Come on, Haaland is a different animal. This kid is really good. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So we do already have Nick Blue, Hassan here. Nick Blue, how you doing?
Yeah, hi chaps. Hi Jim. Yeah, I'm doing fine, but a lot to discuss about the very bad performance. Good win, but shit performance, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the overall performance, and what do you think went wrong, even though we won today?
What went wrong? Attackers completely. None of them could shoot. All right, Lukaku was very bad. I agree, 100%. He was one of our worst forwards, but all of them. Cho, he had a free header, hits a bloody bar from 2 yards out.
Comment?
It's comedy.
I'm just reading this comment because Noah's just messaged me saying, "Can
Yeah,
you read
I
my
saw
previous
it,
comment?" Well, he wants me to read this
Yeah.
comment. What's it to read? Jem, mate, calm down, mate. Back your team, man. Don't be negative. Bro, don't tell me that. I was at the game yesterday. Do not tell me not to be negative about my team when I want to be negative. Yeah. If I want to talk about my team, I will talk about my team. At the end of the day, all right. I'm not sitting here saying, it was for me. It wasn't the worst performance of the season. Brighton was, but it was up there. We won 2-1. You can say we're unlucky, but we're playing fucking Plymouth at home. Yeah, we have 41 shots. 41 shots. Yeah, only 11 on target and 12 off target. We had more shots off target than we did on target. Now, if you guys are happy with that, then that's you. But don't call me on that. Yeah? Sorry, go on. Go.
Yeah, like I said, none of all our attackers were bad. They can't score. Every single one was bad. And we rely, we have a number 9, Lukaku. He's supposed to get us the goals. Yeah, he's not there. You can see he's not. He's not there mentally. He's not there. He's not. His mind's on. He's not on the game. I don't know why, but he's not there. And and the rest were rubbish as well. The attackers. There's no attack there. Cho Ziyech was. I can't blame Ziyech. He tried. He was all right, really. And Havertz and Werner come on. They didn't have much minutes, so you can't say blame them too much. They haven't been playing for too long. They haven't had minutes lately. And the best players, man of the match for me was Azpi. Great performance, great goal. That's a Messi goal. Alonso.
It was, wasn't it? It was actually a Messi goal.
Yeah, it was. Alonso done well. Alonso we can criticize. He's slow. He's that, but at least in the years he's been here, he's always turned up when it matters. He does score, important goals. So if it wasn't for Alonso, we'd be going out. Or for Azpi. If Azpi didn't have a good game, yes, I guarantee we will go out. Kepa, I have to praise Kepa, not just for the penalty. He done one really, if you remember, he done one great save in the game. Really, he kept us in the game. And, he seems to save these penalties. He's great. And Rudiger, the rest had average games. But the worst,
I agree.
The worst is our attack, like you said. You can't just blame it all on Lukaku. All right, he's the main problem at the moment. But all of them didn't show up. Cho, you can't say Cho was good. None of them, they're not scoring. We used to have attackers, in the past, they didn't rely on one player. They all used to get a goal. Now we rely on our defense. If our defense is not there, we're going to lose. It's crazy.
VJ, what? Anyway, he must be talking to someone, people in the chat. But do you know what? People are saying to me, like, why am I so annoyed? Be annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because I went to the game yesterday and that pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. I went all the way down there to watch my football club fucking be 1-0 behind and then just about get back at 1-0 and then go to extra time with Plymouth and score. And Alonso, look, it wasn't even that Alonso scored a goal. Well done to Alonso. But we nearly gave it away, man. It's like we went for Kepa. We could have been going to penalties. And there was nothing good about that performance. No one can sit there and say, oh, we were unlucky. We did that. No, stop these excuses. We've done it all last season. We kept missing chances after chances. We've got to stop just coming up with the same excuse. It's frustrating me, man.
Hey, Jim, I'm on the other side of the world and I'm annoyed. Can I be annoyed being on the other side of the world?
No.
Nick, Listen, Nick, I got a problem with you. I've heard what you said about this game. I've heard what you said about this stream. I mean, in other streams about this game, and you defended everyone. Can someone tell me, is Plymouth some European powerhouse? We played our first team. Is
Plymouth had a shit team. I said it before the game.
So why give excuses? Why is there excuses?
There's no excuse.
I mean, I would
why is there excuses? Why is everyone saying, "Oh, someone had a good game"? Does everyone realize that we played out?
Azpilicueta had a good game.
No. Why are we going into possibly penalties with Plymouth?
Declared because it's the FA Cup. I would say that.
Do you know what?
No.
You guys have
I would turn around and say Plymouth turned up against us, but
doesn't matter if Plymouth turned up. We had our first team. How can you sing there sing European champions?
Plymouth didn't turn up. They had one shot on target. It was a goal.
Listen, you know who turned up for Plymouth? Lukaku turned up for Plymouth. Right, he couldn't defend that header. Right, Lukaku was so terrible. I don't want to see him again. You know, I'm hoping Conte goes to PSG and tells PSG, pay whatever for this man and take him. That's what I'm hoping happens.
Look at that, man. Look at that. 31 touches in 120 minutes, no goals.
Yeah, but you can't just
I'm not gonna blame just Lukaku, but like what I can say is this: like that line right there, that stat line right there is dreadful. Like you expect to see something like that against like a top European opponent. Like you're playing against Bayern Munich, you're playing against Man City. I can probably live with that kind of like stat line against teams like that. But Plymouth, come on, man, have some respect, man.
Crouch, you got to watch it back. Everyone's got to watch it back, right? I had to watch it back, and someone with that tweet actually put a little compilation of all these chances, and not one header. He made Plymouth defenders look world class. You know when people say Lukaku's world class, Plymouth defenders looked world class against him. It was crazy, and even that, even people said he didn't get service. Do you know how much service he got in that game? He didn't do nothing. He couldn't turn the play. He couldn't do nothing.
It took him so long to lift his boot up to stretch out and put it in. It wasn't even a hard ball across the ball. I was there.
We can criticize. Yeah, we can criticize some other players. But Lukaku was our point man, and everyone looked for Lukaku that game. And even at the end, I thought Lukaku's about to give an assist, and he couldn't even do that. That nice little 10-yard, 15-yard pass. He couldn't even get that pinpoint. He stuffed it for Werner too. Like, and he can't do a lot of shit right.
Yeah, you know the other thing too. Sorry, Declared. You know the other thing is too. I'm sick and tired of seeing this guy when he doesn't even motion to make the right run. He's pointing like, "This is where I wanted the ball." Like, what are you talking about? You weren't even trying to make an attempt to make that run.
You're right. He looks like
it's killing me.
I'm not gonna lie. Werner would at least got a touch onto that or something.
Fuck no.
Look, Werner misses a whole bunch of chances, but he looks like he dies to get there. You know, like he does everything right but misses. And it's total opposite.
That guy lacks confidence. Werner lacks confidence. Like everything about what Werner does on the pitch just screams that he has no confidence. Zero.
I actually think he gets anxiety.
Oh, who's got chicken, man?
Werner lacks confidence. Werner lacks confidence.
Who's got chicken?
What Werner does on the pitch.
Oh, who's screaming, man?
Okay, guys.
Bobo fucking around. All right, Bobo, good one. All right, I want to go to. We've got two Dans here actually. Let's go to Daniel with the yellow bus first. Dan, what are you saying?
Yellow bus, Dan.
You gonna talk? You're muted, mate.
He's driving his bus probably up the wall.
Yellow bus, Dan. Where are you, man?
He's probably pulling up Mason Mount stats.
It's Sunday school, man. He's taking the kids to Sunday school.
Well,
at least Showtime's here going
to Dan, what you saying?
Defend Lukaku for us.
Dan?
He's going to be the Lukaku's lawyer now.
Oh, Dan, you got some shit Wi-Fi. Let's go to the other Dan, because Dan's not talking. Dan, what you saying?
I'm saying, bro, let's have it right. Minerals.
Oh, God.
Bro,
Jim, I think
it's a shit show yesterday, man. It was a shit show all over the pitch. I mean, yeah, we can blame Lukaku, we can blame midfield, we can blame defenders, but let's have it right. The whole fucking team was shit. The whole team was shit. We struggled to score and to win against. I mean, all credit to Plymouth. They came to do a job, you know what I mean? They played football the best they could do, and they did very well. but let's have it right. We should have won that game in the first half. We shouldn't even have to go to extra time. And then we were lucky to even get Kepa to defend that penalty. Because I promise you, I love Mendy, but if Mendy was there, we'd probably go in. That's probably goes in.
No, Mendy doesn't know how to read. He just guesses Mendy.
And we'll go to penalties, and most likely we'll lose penalties because Lukaku will miss it because he's got cement in his fucking boots every fucking week, every fucking game, and he looks like a fucking backboard. That's all he is. He's a backboard. He's just there to be. Ball goes against him, and then he rebounds, and that's it. That's what he's there for. It's a big issue. It's more than just a one player problem. It's a whole team thing.
I thought Lukaku would be better. Sorry,
well, we got some news here. Reece James should be fully fit for Chelsea in time to face Lewin in the UEFA Champions League, is what came out from Athletic just this second. So interesting stuff. Reece James will be returning, and he's well needed.
Yeah, because it would be 6 weeks at that point, wouldn't it? It'd be about 6 weeks.
Can I speak on the Lukaku situation?
Go on.
Who's talking? Go on, Showtime. What are you saying, Showtime?
Guys, I said it on the stream last night. I feel like it's a psychological thing that's going on with Lukaku. I don't really think.
There we go. He needs a counsellor.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't think he needs a counselor. I just feel like what we're doing as fans is not helping his situation at all.
He's not helping himself.
Showtime, can I ask you a question?
Look,
can I ask you a question, Showtime, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let's just let him talk.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jem. Look, the situation with Lukaku is a bit bipolar situation coming from the fans. Because you go to the bridge, you see the matches, you hear what goes on, you hear the song. I'm gonna reiterate what I said last night. You hear what is being sung in the bridge. You hear what who are they motivating a lot.
What did they sing? Because they didn't sing anything yesterday about him. I was there.
No, exactly. That's the point. In the beginning of the season,
what do you want them to do?
Look. Listen, let me finish. Let me land. In the beginning of the season, when he first came in, it was Romelu singing Romelu's name. The interview came out, and then everybody just turned their back on him. How do you think it makes him feel his confidence?
Can I ask you something just quickly before you carry on, right? Since that interview, one second, Dan. Since that interview, how good has his performances been on the pitch?
And it plays a part. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
How has he played? Forget the fans for a second. How has he showed us as fans that he wants to play for this team?
You acting like he is not showing. He's not trying.
He's
trying.
He's
just
Showtime. Hold on. Let me just land this one shot here. Showtime. At some point, he has to endear himself to the fans again. He was the one that fucked up, not Chelsea supporters. He has to endear himself to the fans again. And to be honest with you, that comes with playing well on scoring goals. Like, he's not working hard on the pitch.
Scoring goals against Plymouth. Not like we didn't ask him to score against Man City. Just Plymouth. Just score a goal for us, mate.
How do you expect Chelsea supporters to support a guy that
every game? Like,
you're making it seem. You called this guy world class, didn't you?
You never heard me. You go on any stream. You never heard me say world class.
Okay,
he's our striker.
Top 5 striker in the world.
He's our top striker. He's a top striker in Europe, the whole of Europe.
Before Lukaku put this performance for us, did you call him world class? Did you call him top 5 striker in the world?
I never even referred to him as a top 5 striker. I referred to him as our striker, our top striker, because he is our top striker.
So in the preseason, where would you rank Lukaku?
He's without Haaland, is Lukaku next on the list?
No, I didn't want Lukaku at all. I didn't want Lukaku.
All right, that's Haaland. You though. But then we got
everyone
Lukaku.
said I had an agenda, and now you got the agenda defending him.
No, it's not. What do you mean defend? He's a Chelsea player. I'm gonna defend my club and the players that play for my club.
So are we allowed to criticize our own players?
You can criticize him to an extent. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're saying this guy needs love and support regardless of
he
does. That's what he needs.
He is fueled by love and support from the fans.
But you're not allowed
so if the fans don't give,
all you guys, bro, all you doing is hating on him.
Yeah,
I am hating on him.
You're splitting.
I am hating. Bro,
exactly.
His attitude on the pitch.
Then that's not a team. Bro.
His attitude on the pitch, he does not want to be there.
He did not say he didn't want to be there.
No. He acts like he doesn't want to be there.
No, he does not.
So
I don't know where you get that from.
I want him to be on the bench and I wanted to earn his spot again because there's people that want to play. There's people.
He acts like he doesn't want to be there.
Yo, Showtime. This man said if he didn't get the money that he got from Chelsea, if the Inter paid him that money, he'd still be at Inter. He doesn't want that to me tells me he didn't want to be here. Okay?
He's basically called us.
He didn't want to be here. Okay?
That's Couch. I respect you so much, but that's an assumption, and you have a right to.
Bro, that's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
But he's here, and what did he say? He wanted to come back and prove himself. So
Showtime.
What are you guys saying?
What is the raise from Inter?
1 second.
That's
Declare,
what
1 second. Are you 1 second? Are you happy, Showtime, with Lukaku's performances?
I am not happy with his performance, but I'm then not going to go ahead and still hate about it. What do you think is the problem then? What do you think is the problem then? Go on, tell me. There's a bunch of problems. He's a key factor. He's a little bit producing to the problem because he's not banging in goals. But the people around him also are the main factors to not contribute to him scoring goals. He can't do it by himself. He can't go from our end to the other end and score goals by himself. He can't.
There has to be continuity with his teammates either. Like, why making excuses for this guy?
It's not an excuse, bro. It's not an excuse.
Showtime.
It sounded a little bit like an excuse.
No, it's not. It's an agenda. It's all his agenda.
Showtime. Can I ask Showtime a few questions, right?
Listen, if Showtime, hold on. If Showtime didn't criticize any Chelsea player, well, hold on, just quickly. If he didn't criticize any, I just said quickly. I was supposed to speak.
Let Nick Blues talk.
Nick, 1 second.
Thank you, Jam.
Let him go. Let him go. Nick, 1 second. Nick.
Now, butt boys, stop talking. Both of you.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking. That's it.
Go.
Let me ask Jim before I forget this question.
Yo, fuck your question. He just said, be quiet. Let Daniel speak.
He's way older than you.
This is exactly what happens every show.
Just let somebody else speak.
You can hear it in his voice, though.
That's what he does, man. This guy thinks he's
just let somebody else. You've been talking the entire time.
1 second.
I'm just saying something. What's wrong with
Nick. 1 second. 1 fucking second. Fuck me. So hard. Let Dan finish his point, and then you can ask me after your question. Dan was just talking to a Showtime, so just let him ask him the question. Go on, Dan.
He said that 5 minutes ago, by the way. Anyway, as I was saying, if Showtime didn't criticize any players, then we can hear what he's saying here. But he criticizes players heavily. So to tell us not to criticize Lukaku, who's been shit, who cost 100 million, right? And who did that fucking stupid interview, you're out your mind. We don't owe him shit. Our love doesn't pay his bills. We pay him $350K every week. That's what pays his bills. So perform. You don't need the love from Chelsea fans.
Perform. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you something though. My criticism is not hate. I criticize, but I don't hate on players. I'm hearing is a whole bunch of hate. We don't want him here. No, listen, Jem. Before Lukaku did the interview, when he was going through his tough spell, he was like, "Oh, he's gonna get over it. It's just a tough spell." And then the interview came out. It's like, "Nah, I don't want him here. He's gone. He hates this club. Let him go back to Inter." That's being two-faced. That's not true.
Did you watch the interview? Did you watch the interview though? Just so we're on the same page.
I watched the interview, but what he said is not a big deal to me.
No, but
not a big deal.
That's you.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Jam. That's what I'm trying to say.
That doesn't mean you're right, though.
Listen, Jam,
how you feel about it.
Let me address you, Jam, because like I told you before, answer my question. Before Lukaku did the interview, were you not telling me? Well, you're not saying that. He's just going through a tough spell.
He wasn't scoring goals. Yes.
Yeah, you was like he's going through a tough spell. Though you didn't say, "Oh, I want him out the club. He's shit."
I've never said I wanted him out yet.
Exactly. And then the interview came out. And then he was like, send him back. I hate him. He doesn't want to be here.
Wait a sec, Showtime. He's making it very fucking hard when I'm sitting at Stamford Bridge, right, paying money to watch my team play. Yeah, fucking over an hour journey to sit and watch my striker, who is the most expensive player at our football club, not even affecting the game or even showing that he wants to be here. And let me tell you something now, right? His performances on the pitch, when he's not got the ball, he's nothing. He's not interested. He does not look interested, and I don't know why.
He's not trying. You don't see him running to play.
Showtime. You're asking me what annoys me about him and why I feel the way I am. That's what annoys me. It's what you're doing when you're not actually scoring goals. Timo Werner doesn't score goals, but he still runs his fucking socks off for this team, right? He doesn't. He does not have no effect in any way. He should be on the bench. He should be on the bench and then brought back in later. If he's got something going on mentally and he's not, he shouldn't be playing. He needs to be watching.
Man, send this guy on a 2-year loan to Atletico Madrid, bro. We don't have time for this. Like,
that is what
we don't have time, bro.
That's why I'm
You're talking so much rubbish with that.
We don't have time.
Let me
I'm not
get
talking. Nick, I'm not talking to you. Shut up.
You shut up. Don't tell me shut up.
I just did. Shut up.
I'll let you
No,
talk.
I just said you shut up.
Nick,
Okay.
you can say what you got to say.
You said you.
You
got it. You got it. You got it.
Something special, man.
Say what you got to say. Just don't address me. Don't address me. Just say what you have to say.
Nick, go on, go.
Stop talking.
Nick.
Then don't address me.
Shut up. I can talk.
Go on, go.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, look. Yesterday you was at the game, right? We said Lukaku. We watched. He had a shit game. No one's saying he was great.
Yeah.
But look, when the chance, if you remember, Mason Mount had a chance to pass it to him in the box. He was free. No one on him. He was free. If you saw that, you should have. Mount, all he had to do was pass it. No, Mount goes and tries and shoots, and goes over the bar. He should have passed that. That could have been his first goal. It would have done his confidence.
There was pass. There was Kai Havertz. There was not.
No, he
Lukaku.
wasn't. He was. Man,
No,
game, you got to see Mount not passing and Lukaku's putting his own.
Yeah, Jam. This is a waste of our time, fam. This is a waste of. This is a waste of everybody's time.
Nitpicking Lukaku's every little. You know how, hey, Nick, you got time? We can do a 3-hour stream nitpicking all Lukaku's mistakes.
I don't mind people defending
That's all
Lukaku.
you do is hate, man.
No, Nick.
Yeah, but he's affected the dressing room, Nick. You know that, yeah? He's affected the dressing room.
I have no issue, Nick. I have no issue with you.
But he won't let me talk.
But at the same time, let me just say something. And the same with Showtime. If we want to criticize a player that we don't feel is playing to the level that we feel,
you're not criticizing.
There's a difference between criticism and hate, bro.
And that's not hate.
Oh
That's not hate. That's criticism because someone. And especially Lukaku, who's playing on the pitch, is not playing to the levels that he should be for this football club. And that is it. There's no defending that.
You saying that he's not doing anything in the match is hate. You saying that he's not doing anything in the match is hate.
Offering anything, Showtime. He doesn't offer anything.
No, he's not offering anything. He misses chances. He's still not. He's not doing anything though. He misses chances, but he's not doing.
Wait, is missing chances offering
something? He's not doing anything. He's not scoring goals. He's not doing anything. Timo Werner runs like a headless chicken. He's doing something
on the pitch. What's he not understanding? What is he not understand what I'm saying? He's not
exactly.
If he's not scoring goals, can you anyone tell me here, what does he do if he's not scoring goals on the pitch? How does he affect the game? How does he make it better for us? Go on. Someone tell me.
He has 31 touches. That's what he does.
Exactly. But I'm being told it's hate because I'm saying he doesn't do anything if he's not scoring goals.
Oh yeah, to put it. I was going to quickly say, right, to put it into context, yeah, one of the 9 aerial duels he lost came from that corner which they scored from. So I don't know what he's offered. He's worse than Tommy aerially. At least Tommy would have.
No. Can I say something though? Yeah.
You blame
Showtime. 1 second, bro. Showtime. You saying to me that this is the best. This is the best. He's saying this is the best that he can give for a team, right? Okay. So when Morata was here, Higuain, forget Higuain, but Morata was here, and then we had Torres before Morata. But let's say Morata, yeah, recently. He got criticized. He didn't even do an interview. Yeah, he did nothing, and he got criticized worse than this. And he was scoring more goals than this. But you expect fans that go to the game, that pay fucking money every week to go to the game, and you expect us to sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, he's trying his best." After the fucking documentary done, after the fucking shit is missing, after all these performances week in week out, which is a 3 out of 10 every fucking game. And you expect us to be here and say, "Oh yeah, he's trying his best." He's not fucking trying his best, because if that's his best, he's worth 10. He's worth 10 pounds, bro. He's not worth 100 million pounds. He's worth 10 pounds in the back of Chris.
I'm sorry, but the last proper goal he scored, correct me if I'm wrong, was against a non-league team, Cheltenham. Was it his last game he scored?
Chesterfield, bro. Chesterfield.
What are we defending with him? That's what I don't get.
I'm not
Can I say something?
Jam, it's because we're being too mean. I think it's it's a little too mean.
But Showtime ripped on Werner just then.
That's why I don't respect it.
He's casually rips on Jorginho and Werner, and then says we've got to defend our players because they're Chelsea players.
I don't know. Go on, let's let Alex go anyway. Alex, what you got to say on that?
Y'all really think I'm hating on these players?
1 second, guys. Let Alex go.
You lack consistency, Showtime.
1 second. Let's let Alex go.
I think Showtime is mistaken emotions versus hate. I think he mistaken emotions. Look, I watched the game twice. I watched the game twice yesterday, just because for the first time, I actually defended Jorginho, and people still saying Jorginho is at fault yesterday. So I was looking for. I'll literally watch the first half, and the beginning of like 10 minutes of the second half, just to see was like how was Jorginho movement and everything. I still couldn't find it. I mean, he made the individual mistakes over a couple of times, but overall, first half it was good. But the reason why we're saying what we're saying about the forward positions is because of our midfields. We were saying that the midfield does not play well with the forward position. But yesterday was different. Jorginho played quick balls the way we wanted a midfield to play. Not, Jem, don't shake your head. I know what you're saying, but the balls that were played to Lukaku was direct balls from Mount, not from Jorginho, but from Mount and from Kai Havertz. It was pretty bad.
And
It was,
Ziyech,
and Ziyech. Mount and Ziyech link up was wonderful yesterday. And those two supplied Lukaku how many times? The problem was he wasn't moving in the box. He said that he does not like the ball for the ball to be received with the back, but he's not moving. He's stationary. That's the problem number one. At the end of the day, as much as you want to say how much Timo Werner is worse than Lukaku, I think Timo Werner played both extra times and like a little bit in the second half, right? That's when he substitute or second half, because I think the time that he spent it on the field, Timo Werner had created the chances that he missed. I know that he missed was better chances than Lukaku made in the whole freaking game. Do you see what I'm saying? The chances the chances that Timo created by running into the channels, by going into the spaces, it was way better chances than Lukaku created for himself in the whole game. That's the sad part.
Alex, you watched it again, right? How many times did Lukaku affect the game for Chelsea? Did he do anything?
That's the problem. Him and Cho was passengers. It's like we played with a 9-man.
That's why I'm frustrated, but people don't understand it. They think I hate him. I don't hate him.
I think, like I said, it's not hate. It's just emotions. It's it. It's emotions. And the people right to be emotion. And I said it the minute the interview came out. I said it. It's up for Lukaku had to apologize. But he is not up to when people are forgiving him. It's not up to him when people decide to forgive him. You see what I'm saying? The time that the time will be shorter for the people to forgive him. And if he starts scoring, the longer that he does what he does now, the longer will be period for the people to forgive him.
If he's scoring goals and having good games, Alex, the people would be backing him. He's not having scoring goals. Forget the goals. And you can forget the goals. He's not even performing. He's not even performing.
And he's not performing, Jim. He's not performing, Alex. But look, we can't. You know, people want to hang him right now. So all I'm saying.
Not hanging. We're hanging him based on what we're seeing.
I don't think it's hate. I think it's emotions.
From what we've seen up to now, he's not been good enough.
Yeah, but Tuchel wants to play him. So if he wants to play him, you have to give him to the end of the season. You can't hang him now. That's why.
Well, of course, we're stuck with him. We can't get him.
Yeah. That's what I'm
judging on what we're seeing.
You can come back. If he carries on like this, I will hang him myself. End of the season, not now.
Nick, we ain't got no choice. He's going to be to the end of the season anyway. But my point is, his performances are not good enough at the moment. So if people want to criticize him for the way he's playing,
here's when the fans gets under his skin. I can tell you when we sing Timo Werner song loud in the stadium when he's on the sub. When they sing Timo.
I actually agree with what you're saying. You can say it's not hate, it's emotion. I understand that. But then you got to go back and see how the player feels about how, okay, he said one thing in the interview now. Oh, shit, the whole fan group don't like me. Oh, emotion this, emotion that. You got to treat him the same way you treat Timo. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of players that haven't been informed. But we don't hang them like we've been hanging Lukaku.
You're not going to see his name.
Let me tell you something. Showtime. Yeah, let me tell you something. Showtime. Showtime. Every time I go to the stadium, yeah, each game is around £50 per ticket. Yeah, each game more or less £50, £60. Yeah, I pay £50 to go watch a football game where I wanted my team to win. Every time I go to the stadium, this guy gets on the ball and he skies it to row Z on Matthew Harding upper, yeah, or in shed upper. How the fuck do you expect me to support a guy? You know, with Timo Werner, yeah, he doesn't score, but I don't care. I don't care if Timo Werner doesn't score because Timo Werner runs for the ball. This guy doesn't do shit, bruv. He doesn't do anything. He's useless. He needs to go. He's a virus, bruv. He's a virus. He needs to get the fuck out of the club.
There you go.
That's what I mean, though. He was supporting him when he wasn't scoring goals before the interview.
Mason Mount is a fucking virus.
He doesn't want to support him because he's not scoring.
Oh my god.
Mason Mount is a virus.
Mason
Lukaku's a virus, class
virus. Like he skyrocketed his chances. Like last year,
Lukaku then, class ref.
He's a finisher. Give him a proper balls.
Oh my god.
It's not Lukaku.
Why do you let this guy give you a streams, bro? This guy's a deluded clown, fam. What the fuck?
You're a fucking clown, bro. Listen, Mount was so shit yesterday.
Oh god.
Mount was
don't say that loud enough. Someone might hear.
Mason Mount was supposed to cross to Lukaku
5 times in a row.
First half, he crossed 15 times. He couldn't even get past the first defender from Plymouth. And then what Aspie, our captain, turned up. He's like, this guy's a moron. He can't even pass. He can't even cross. So I'm going to go in front of defenders like a captain. Aspie could not do that what he did against bigger teams. Because Mason Mount was so shit, he couldn't cross the ball properly. Aspie took a risk, and he scored.
Do you just get bored and just go on streams and just talk shit? Is that what you do? Like, you're just bored and just like, you know what?
You said Lukaku
you just go on a stream and you're like, oh, I know I'm bored. Okay, let me just talk some shit.
The goal, you know? Mount missed the chance. Lukaku gave him a golden opportunity.
Bro, Mount gave him 3 goals against fucking Tottenham, fam. What are you talking about?
Jem is doing charity. That's the only thing I can think about. This is some kind of charity for Jem.
Listen, you want
Rodrigo, I think this is your first time meeting Class.
And you're not willing to give him a time.
I think this is your first time meeting him.
Lukaku off, and now we're starting.
Just save the children.
Yes.
Listen, I was lagging whatever, like Lukaku for the
babies, man.
But to say Lukaku is a problem or Werner is a problem, I think it's a complete PR stunt from Mason Mount and Carl Havertz, because Carl Havertz is a fucking shit too. Because when Werner came on, he gave the pass to Kai Havertz, and then Kai Havertz. You know, the other day I was talking about Spanish and German synchronization, and Werner and Havertz and Alonso synchronization worked, right? But imagine if Werner was not there. Listen, if he wasn't quick enough, Havertz would be offside.
Is this synchronizing swimming or something?
3 chances, 3 clear-cut chances.
It's
the
Olympic
first one,
times.
he missed it. Second one, he missed it. And the third one, he also missed it.
Go lie down.
Listen, Havertz and Mason Mount are not good enough. Stop blaming. Stop making fights between Lukaku and Werner.
One second, guys. Just CFC. One second, Nick. Just CFC with a donation says Ziyech was very good yesterday. Not much more he could do. Mount passing was top notch. Klasref. Romelu was shocking.
Right. Let me come to the point. Listen, did you see Lukaku?
There wasn't a point yet?
Can I talk?
Is there a point?
He's been talking for 10 minutes, hasn't made a point yet.
I haven't been talking for 10 minutes.
Point is that he used to bag on Lukaku, doesn't like that everyone's doing it now. They have to change it up.
He has to be different. That's his thing. He has to be different.
Juggling act.
He always has to be different, isn't it, Dan?
Listen,
Lukaku, the winger in classic.
Hudson Odoi was playing on the left side, and Lukaku was on his side. Well, he was in the middle. Ziyech was playing on the right side. I don't know why Mount was also playing together on the right side. Mount positioning was so funny. He wasn't making inside runs. He was running like a Red Bull runner.
So Jem, this is your
Why was
stream here. Your stream
why
is one
was
guy.
Mason Mount just
it's comedy relief.
position
Bro,
when
this
Ziyech
guy,
was
this is
making the crosses?
this is the
Why
Thai
was
version of
Mason
Chelsea,
Mount
bro.
over there?
This guy is Thai.
This is the halftime show. Yeah,
Chelsea's
Why
Thai.
was
Look,
Mason
we,
Mount over there
we
with
are.
Against
Ziyech?
class referees,
And
he used to have some
then
hard
the
pains
coach
with
said
Klopp.
to him in the second
You
half,
know, I'll give him
Mount,
that.
make an inside
and it's
run.
still going.
And then he started making inside run. You can't just babysit Mason Mount every fucking day. He's now 24, about to be 24.
24. Lukaku is 28,
I'm
brother.
sick of
He can't
baby-
play
He's
in the
about to
Premier League,
he's
fam.
about to be 24. Did he just turn 23 1 month ago?
Don't play with Ziyech. Like, why are you together with Ziyech? Make inside run. Ziyech is there to cross. We have seen in last 7 games, Ziyech is there to
let me
cross.
ask you a question here. Let me
But
ask
when
you a question.
Ziyech can
Don't
do
ask him anything, bro. Just let him keep waffling. Just keep going.
Why
Just keep
do
going.
The way
why-
you can get
what
rid of
was
it,
the
just let him
why do you
get
sound
out of
like you're always
oxygen,
crying
man.
when you talk, bro? When you talk,
Eventually,
you
he
always
has to breathe in.
you always
Eventually,
sound like you're crying when you talk, bro. Why?
Last game.
You know why? Because he can't talk and breathe at the same time. His brain isn't matured enough to talk and breathe at the same time.
Listen,
It's difficult for him.
Lukaku alone can beat the 3 defenders and get to the ball.
He's thinking, should I breathe right now? Should I speak? Can I breathe? Okay, he can breathe it out. You can breathe it out, bro.
I don't even know how old he is.
Hypoxia hits the brain, man.
Go on. Go on, Dan.
Thank you, class chef. That was a tactical masterclass teaching right there. I appreciate it. Yeah, never do it again. Yeah, we can talk about other players now because that was a waste of time.
Talk about football game, prick. Just talk about.
Listen,
football.
last year I was Ziyech's number one.
Hater.
Number one. No, it wasn't a hater. I think I was for Werner probably because he's trash. But I also criticize Ziyech more than anybody I would say because he lost the ball a ridiculous amount of time. Don't get me wrong, he still loses the ball a lot, but first of all, it's not in places that can hurt us, like the middle of the pitch or even centrally, because he's out wide. And secondly, he's losing the ball trying things now, not his back to goal with 2 players on him, and then we get countered.
Do you think it's because he play a little bit below that he has more space?
Well, it's tactical, right? Azpi and Mount tactically helped him a lot in giving him space.
You're a joke. You're a joke.
You see, class ref. When you were talking, I let you waffle for 10 minutes. Can you shut him up, please?
Was hugging the corner.
You got it.
Listen, as Ziyech.
You got it, Jim.
Mason Mount was hugging the corner flag. It wasn't his position.
Class rep, let Daniel finish what he's saying.
Inside the D and received Ziyech.
Sorry, I've got to mute you, class ref. Let Dan finish. Let him talk, man. Go, Dan.
Thank you. As I was saying, for Ziyech to have space, otherwise he's going to have 2 or 3 players on him. You have to create space. Azpi is never going to overlap, otherwise he's going to die. We know that, right? So you have to create that tactical opening. You have to have overlaps, and you did. Sometimes when Mount made that overlap, they found him with the ball and he could get a cross in. Sometimes they didn't. They let him make the run and give the ball to Ziyech, and Ziyech did what he had to do.
Yeah,
so they were creating space. They were combining well. I mean, we don't want to talk about passing. Mount's passing was 93%. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a conversation. It's not even a conversation in this game. But either way, I was talking about Ziyech. I like what Ziyech was doing in this game. He didn't have a goal. He didn't have an assist. But shut up. I don't care about your opinion. Stop talking, please.
You're lying. You're here on the stream. You're lying. We won the game because Mount got subbed. You prick.
No,
and you're saying his passes were absolutely smashing. He couldn't get past the defender.
Hold on a second, class ref. Let me ask you something. How did we got 1-1?
Because of Azpi. Azpi went to Mason Mount position.
Who crossed the ball to him, you idiot?
Who's the ghost that passed it to the ball to him?
It wasn't like Mason Mount normal behavior. He was just
what you're talking about.
Yo, stop talking. Like, why is he here?
Azpi went
I'm just kidding, class. If I love you, bro.
Okay, listen. Before the goal, before Azpi scored the goal, how many times Mason Mount, he wasn't supposed to cross it because it was Ziyech's job, right? Mason Mount was supposed to be inside the D, right, with Lukaku. but he wasn't there, right? So he was
How
crossing.
you turn this into Mason Mount, bruv? How you turn it into Mason Mount?
It wasn't 4-3-3.
It was 4-3. It was 4-3-3. Or no. Mason Mount was not supposed to be there. He was doing same with Reece James. Why Reece James were making the crosses? Why is Mason Mount making crosses? It's not
because he was the false 8, bro. You forgot?
Yeah,
remember you told us about the false 8 like a couple months ago. The false 8 makes the runs, and the false 8 is not really an 8, but it's a 10, and then it makes the runs in behind and crosses. Remember?
He passes to the false 9, and then
listen, class ref. When you said that false 8 shit, Tuchel watched the video and it changed his life. Tuchel watched that video and he was like, Mason Mount, you have to be a false 8.
Why are you fucking blaming Lukaku?
You need to blame yourself for this. You need to blame yourself for how Mount is playing.
So we got the finisher now.
Why are you singing out for Lukaku?
Mason Mount was supposed to help Lukaku.
I'm just saying, class ref, think about it. You're the one who introduced the false 8. Tuchel didn't even know about it before you.
Is Lukaku still playing false 9? Because
Tuchel didn't know about it before you came in. Tuchel didn't know about that. So when you said it, Tuchel didn't watch that video. He watched Gem's stream and he said, you know what? I'm going to use Mason Mount as a false 8. It's your fault.
You invented.
Jam, thank you, bro. You make me cry, bro. This is
It's
tears.
your fault, bro. I'm saying, like, you got to take responsibility, bro.
I'm fucking sick of it. I need my medicines.
You do need your medicine. I told you that, man.
They are making me sick.
It makes it difficult for you because
listen, last year we won Champions League. How many goals did scored? 3 in together. Mason Mount and Havertz. Mason Mount scored 2 goals and Havertz scored 1. How can you?
So funny, fuck.
So what's your point? What's your point?
I'm sick of Havertz and Mason Mount.
You have to listen. You should be a comedian, bro. You are funny. You make me cry, bro.
Listen, I told class ref, man. It's you gotta take responsibility for your genius. No, class ref, you're a genius. You know that, right? But sometimes, class ref, our geniuses hurt us. And because you recognize what a false 8 was, you recognize that before anybody. I didn't even know what that was.
He needs a time machine.
No, that's crazy. I didn't even know what that was. I said, what? A false 8? Okay, cool. Let me talk to Tuchel. I talked to Tuchel. He said, you know what? We can do something with this, right? If Mount makes false 8, but he's not really 8. He's more so a right winger, but not really the 8. Right? So if he does that, then you have a false 8. I said, wow.
I
said, that's crazy. That's crazy. I said, you know what? This is class ref did this. So when I was watching the game, I was saying, yo, did Tuchel hire class ref?
Oh, fuck. This is funny.
Yeah, I was really annoyed earlier, and this is maybe
wait.
That's crazy. Class ref, you're a genius, bro.
You know that? And then Mount takes the penalty. Why should Mason?
No, Mount not taking the penalty because when you're a false 8, the responsibility of penalties is on the false 9. It's on the false 9.
A striker is not getting the penalty. Why should they try harder? Why should Werner and Lukaku try harder? They're not going to take the goal.
That's true.
Wait. Why are you blaming Mason Mount anyway?
Mason Mount is a fucking selfish cunt. He needs to be beaten every time.
But class ref, that's why we're trying to play him as a false. We're trying to change things for him so he has a different role.
So, class ref, can I just get this right? Because I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying that the reason Lukaku's not playing well is because of Mason Mount?
Yes, of course. Yesterday, we saw it. I saw it.
Fucking hilarious.
Under any circumstances, don't say we.
Let's have it right. Class ref. You, I don't know what you're watching, bro. I don't know if you're watching your TV upside down, if you're watching some next game in America. If you're watching the women's team, I don't know
He's
what you're
not in
watching, bro.
America.
Whatever you're watching, brother, you're deluded, fam. You're
He is
deluded, bro.
Bro,
Mason Mount was hugging the corner.
You're
He
welcome.
was
Bro, Lukaku, listen, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again, yeah. You can put Lukaku on a penalty, yeah, and he'll miss it. He without the keeper, bruv. He's dead.
No, but this is what you gotta understand, Class F. If Mason Mount stayed centrally, what would that make him? A number 8, right? But that's what you're not listening. He's not playing number 8. It's a false position, right? Which means exactly false 8. Exactly false 8. You see, you're remembering now. Remember when you told me that? I didn't even know what that was. You taught me tactically.
In fact, Mason Mount plays false 8.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the false 8, bro? What's the false 8?
Werner, it's right beside false 9, listening. What do you not understand? Lukaku plays false 9. Mount plays false 8. Jorginho plays false 5.
Classref told all of us actually that Timo Werner is actually a midfielder. Did you know that? He's actually.
No way.
He's playing a false winger.
I said last year, because of Havertz and Mason Mount, they weren't doing their job properly. Werner was supposed to do the midfield.
Whoa. So, hold on. First of all, I'm supporting Class F. First of all, that's what you got to understand. Don't do that.
Listen, I'm sick of Havertz and Mason Mount.
Me too, low-key, I'll be honest.
They're our two best, mate. They need to both be playing.
we bring Haaland, and the problem's going to be same.
Yeah.
Get rid of
hey, Class Rep, let me tell you something. As a medical person here, there's the two ways. It's too much vitamin and less, not enough vitamin. So when you're saying you're sick of Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, I understand. There is a thing. It's just not enough of those things. You need more of those things.
You're lacking minerals, bro. You're lacking the minerals. You need some minerals in you. Get you some minerals.
Let's talk about football. Like, where was Mason Mount playing yesterday?
He was playing as a false 8.
At Stamford Bridge. Because
Because
looks like Lukaku was playing in AC Milan. AC Milan. What's the name?
You know what, Class Ref, you're right. Class Ref. One second, Class Ref, you're right. You know, before the game started, yeah, in the warm up. Wait, bro, wait. Oh my god.
Class Ref had the TV upside down, so it made it look like Mason Mount was a defender, not a striker. That's what he said.
You've got a picture of Mason Mount, and you're saying Mason Mount played really good. When we subbed him, we won the game.
Yesterday, Lukaku's game was good, but I think you were watching the warm up. You know when he was scoring them goals. That was the warm up, bro.
Lukaku's game was good, but he was helpless.
Yeah, exactly. He's helpless. It doesn't matter. No one can help him. You're right. You're right. No one can help him. He's shit.
You know that yesterday Inter played against AC Milan. I think he was thinking about the derby.
Yeah, probably.
Well, anyway, it's like.
And that derby showed us how bad we missed
Giroud.
Oh my God, those 2 goals by Giroud, man.
After first half of poor performance.
Anyway, 1 second. Can someone explain this to me?
And tell Mason Mount to do his job properly.
Yeah, 1 second, Clatterif. Can someone explain this to me? What is he doing?
I think he saw an Inter jersey.
Is he waving at the Plymouth fans?
Jersey in the crowd. The new promo ones.
Is he waving to the Plymouth fans, or like, is he? Is he asking what time the Milan game's on?
No. He's looking at the box, bro. He's looking at the box behind.
Your nice hairstyle in the crowd. That's why.
He's looking at you, Jem.
He's looking at you, Jem. He's looking at you, Jem. He's like, yo, Jem, what are you saying?
I wish he heard your hair. That's what he was saying.
When Kovacic scored that goal against Liverpool, he pointed in the same direction that Lukaku pointed.
Anyway,
that is true. Go back and look at it. He pointed in the same direction.
You know who
pointed in the same direction.
He was giving a thumbs up to the Plymouth coach.
Class Rep, can I ask you a question? Do you feel? Do you remember a moment when Kovacic hit the post?
Yeah.
Do you think it was a good assist from Lukaku or no?
Oh, it was okay. It wasn't that bad. But he did give a pass to Mason Mount too.
Anyway,
Mason
JJ
Mount
Bridges saying thanks for the
annihilating
donation. Jim, you're a
So,
diamond.
so
I'm
you
here
think
getting
there
my
was
workout
so you think
in,
there was his
and
pass, not the first touch, right?
yeah, one
Listen,
second.
if you
JJ
think
Bridges
you're
is
really
saying,
smart,
one second.
if you think you're really smart, if you think
Lazarus,
you can put Lukaku.
Right, go and lie down for a second. All right, JJ Bridge with a donation saying, "Jem, you don't. I'm here getting my workout and in listening to this comedy with Class Ref. Big up to the panel and up the Chelsea. Daniel, leave Class Ref alone," is what JJ's saying to Daniel. All right, fair enough.
Let me explain
Daniel's a big bully. He picks on
You've been talking for
Timber.
20 minutes, brother. Just allow it, fam. Go sleep, fam. Please, bro. Shit.
Yeah, and let you talk about Mason Mount. You sucking Mason Mount dick. Let you do that.
That's with the minerals today.
You need some minerals in you, brother. You need some fucking minerals, bro.
Of course you like that, Nick. Of course you like that. Yo, weird ass.
I like it when
you old freak. You're a freak, huh? What's wrong with you? Hey, Nick, I'm onto you, bro. I'm onto you.
Kaiser, there's Jack Grealish, and we are talking about
Jack Grealish, you know. Jack Grealish,
What are you talking about now, Class Ref? What are we talking about?
I'm sick of Havertz and Mason now.
You should be diverting at Lukaku and how bad he's been up front. Why
were you listen? Why were you on about having a finisher last year?
Huh?
Well, last year you went on streams and said you want Lukaku or you want a finisher.
I don't want Lukaku. I'm one of the only people that said
we got the wrong finisher. He's finished.
I was one of the only ones. Me and fucking
those
Johnny.
Those are two different things, man. Looks like it's not neither of them. Lukaku's neither of them.
Lukaku, everybody was saying Lukaku is a finisher. Now you just have to accept it as a finisher. Now you have to
finisher of clubs, bro. He finishes United, he finishes Chelsea.
Anyway, it is what it is.
Werner was not a finisher. Werner was.
Don't start in Werner, brother. Please allow it.
You were blaming Werner, and now you're blaming Lukaku. How far?
Hey, Klausef, I appreciate you saying Roadrunner earlier. I like you using that, using my lingo, huh? Don't do that again, okay?
Next year we
don't do it again.
Giroud was a problem.
Roadrunner is reserved for Timo Werner only, okay?
Havertz is the generational. Mason Mount is awesome. Fuck off.
That's right. Who scored the Champions League goal?
Only one goal.
Wait, who scored it?
Everybody referred to
who scored it though?
One goal in Champions League 13.
Yeah, but who scored it though?
Kai Havertz is
who scored it? Kai Havertz. Who assisted? Mason Mount. Let's have it right. With Mason Mount who assisted that goal, yeah? Let's have it right.
That's him, cuz.
Who scored goals?
Klazarov, man.
Who scored the final in Champions League?
The funny thing is, remember good days when Klazarov was flagging
but the Belgian Benteke, he scored the Premier League goal.
Remember when Klazarov was slagging and killing Lukaku?
Yeah, that's what I said. And now look at him. He's a flip-flop.
Yeah,
I don't understand the social media.
He just likes attention, man. Whatever angle gives him the most attention, he's going to take.
Yeah, I know. But
okay,
I would like this attention. Klazarov,
if you played football in your life,
what happened for you to hate Lukaku? What happened, Klazarov? What happened to you? Killing Lukaku before, and now you're kissing his ass. What happened?
Listen, Lukaku, listen, you said to me, you convinced me, everybody convinced me, we're going to talk shit about Werner and bring Lukaku in, right? We bought Lukaku in right now. I was against it.
I was never
Everybody
Lukaku
bought it. And now you want to have a moral high ground by blaming Lukaku. It doesn't work like that.
No, you're lying.
You need to have your
I did not want Lukaku. You need to talk to Nick Blue. Nick Blue wanted Lukaku.
We needed Lukaku last year.
You guys really think this is hold on, you guys really think we sign a blood pact with players when we want to sign them or something? I don't give a shit. If I want to sign you and you come here and you're playing like shit and you're playing like you don't care, I'm gonna call that out. I'm not like you guys who are blinded that I have to stick to what I said. I have to be right, so I make things up. No, I don't care about. I call it as I see it.
So do I, bro.
So you want to tell me? You want to tell me? Oh yeah, you said I wanted Lukaku to start the season. Yes, I did. I did want him.
100%. Right now, he's playing like dog shit. Right? And he's playing like he doesn't want to be here. So it's time he can go.
He's playing that he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, now he is.
Bro,
this
No. In the earlier of the season, even if he wasn't scoring, he was trying. We were blaming other people because we saw it. Because we saw it.
Interview came out. Now he's the problem. Bullshit.
Yeah, interview came out and he started playing like shit.
Before he wasn't playing like shit before the interview though.
No, but Showtime, why
No, he wasn't.
Why did his performance drop?
He scored 2 goals before that freaking interview came out.
Exactly.
Okay, so he wasn't playing bad. How is he playing now?
But before the 2 goals,
listen, Lukaku did his interview after Manchester United game because he was upset he wasn't played in that game because of injury. Whatever.
I don't care when he did his interview. I'm talking about when the interview came out.
Lukaku was really upset about United. He wanted to score against United, but he was only given 10 minutes chance. He went for an interview. We talk shit about him. That's it.
If he gives me about 25% of his weekly wage, I'll give you Lukaku prop for the end of the year. You gotta pay me for that.
If I was getting paid £500 a week.
Shouldn't a world-class striker be able to still perform? Like, if he goes to away games, he's gonna cop the same bad abuse. So is he gonna underperform in an away game?
Because you're the only one calling him world class.
Okay, I won't call him world class. Wouldn't a top striker?
There's many people that call him world class.
Wouldn't a top striker cop the same abuse in an away game?
World-class player. What are you talking about? He said he was world-class player. He said I'm a different level. I'm on different minerals, and now he's not. What's happening?
What? Any player can call himself world class.
He has scored in
He said he was the best player. He said he was in his best performance of his life. One of the top 5 in the world.
He said he should be spoken about in the name of Lewandowski.
Exactly. So and then what happened, bruv? What happened then? He called himself world class.
People go through tough spells. That's what you're not hearing. He's going through a tough spell. Get over it. And you still land the interview.
Hold on, what are we getting over? Can someone, Showtime, explain, what am I meant to get over? Right off the season? Get over the interview.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You keep
get over him not wanting to play for us.
Yeah, but Showtime, you changed your argument twice already. You said first, you said no one called him world class. Now he's world class. Oh.
Nope. Yo, bro, you just said that he called himself world class. So shut up and let me finish talking.
He
called himself that. Everybody can say that they world class, bro. I can say that I'm a cousins with Donald Trump. Come on, I can say whatever I want to. It's what you believe.
A lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart.
I can say me and Donald Trump are best friends.
A lot of us are
talking
really
about
smart. I'm really smart.
What are you about?
Right.
That'll be in line with what you've been saying recently. Waffle, bro.
Take Lukaku
waffle. He called himself world class. I don't call him world class. He's not a world class.
We don't. What is this entitlement that you feel like we owe him something? We don't owe him anything.
Nobody owe him anything. What are you saying?
Because you keep mentioning after the interview, like, why do you guys are still on the interview? After the interview, you don't. No, we don't. We can be on the interview. Yeah, I'm on it. So what?
Exactly. So that's how you're gonna keep thinking.
Okay, then I'm gonna keep thinking that. Score some goals.
That's Showtime.
Then what? Now what?
Like just for his
now he's shit.
And Werner for everything.
He sucks, man. Score some fucking goals, man. You want to talk about Mason Mount masking his performances with GA? Okay, mask your performances with some fucking GA.
Energy when Mason Mount was
mask your performances with some fucking GA. How about that?
Best player in the Tuchel since last season. Best player in the Tuchel.
Who's the best player under Tuchel?
No, listen, I hear you. He's been masking all his performances with GA. How about Lukaku do the fucking same? How about that?
Exactly.
How about that? Okay, play shit all you want. Mask it with some GA. Let's sneak in the goal.
When he came.
Shut up. That was fucking 5 months ago. What are you talking about?
And then Aston Villa, and then in Champions
League. Why are you still talking, fam? Wait.
You're fired.
Bro, problem is now fucking Lukaku or Werner. Don't you fucking get it? The problem, you fucking
Classes go mad. Classes go mad.
All right, let's see what
boy, suck my dick.
Hey, VJ's here. VJ's gonna
wait.
I don't think you have one. I don't think you have one.
Guys.
That's a strong word, bro. If you say that in my face, it's a problem.
Slow down. This will stop. VJ, What are you saying, bro? Welcome to the show.
Hey, hi. It's been some time that I've been on the show. How are you guys doing? All good?
As you can see, great.
As great as we can be after the Plymouth.
Welcome to the madness, man.
Welcome to the madness.
Yeah, I was hearing all of that. I mean, Clash of, I don't know what you're on, man. Come on.
Yeah, Tuchel is an idiot. He plays Lukaku all the time.
Next piece of meat.
Tuchel. Jesus Christ, bro.
I'll make it very short and simple, and then you can go on, with your rant now.
Yes, sir.
Stuff, yeah. So the thing is, for me, you guys all know that I basically don't like to have a player agenda of any sort, right? But when you say the attack, when we say the attack is entirely bad, I'm kind of finding it very hard to believe nowadays. I used to do the same, but nowadays I'm finding it very hard to believe. The reason why I say that is because yesterday's game alone was a very good example. We say 41 shots, and how many chances did these guys create? Like from Ziyech, from the midfield as well. How many chances did we create? The attack did not finish. When we say the attack did not finish, I'd like to put this on more around Cho and Lukaku. There was no one on the far post. No one on the far post for any of the crosses that Ziyech delivered.
Mason Mount too. Havertz, Mason Mount too.
But why would Clash?
Listen,
right?
Cho was playing on the left side.
Clash, let him speak. You've been talking for 25 minutes, man.
About football, like it's a football.
Let VJ speak. No, it's not a debate. Let him speak.
Shut up. I'm talking.
No, you shut up. Let him speak.
Shut up. Let me talk with him. He's a nice person. I can talk with him.
Yeah, but let him finish.
Yo, Jam, just mute him, bro. Come on.
You leave him alone, man.
Where was
Stop
Mason
picking on
Mount
him.
Why the blame is on Cho?
Are you his dad or something? If you're his dad, tell him to shut up.
Shut up, then. Go away. Like you're a troll. Go away.
There's more like a grandfather, though.
Go on, VJ. Go on.
So tactically, this is my concern. Right? We all knew that all the attack is going to be overloaded on the right side, and that is exactly what happened. And players on the right side, when I talk about, is Azpilicueta, Ziyech, and Mount yesterday, right? So the attack was overloaded on the right side, and the left side is the place where these crosses will land, and it did. Right? When you deliver crosses from Ziyech or Mount or whosoever it is, it's going to be delivered towards the striker, and if it misses, it's going to go to the far post. And I expect Cho to be there towards the end of the far post. We cannot say that he's not going to come there.
Mount wasn't playing on that. He wasn't supposed to cross. Mount was supposed to be inside the box.
VJ, just close your mouth. Don't look shocked. This is normal. This is normal. Just breathe. Just breathe.
I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Listen, on the second half, the coach.
His dad, Nick Blue, might get at me.
Stop having the corner.
Just leave
Your job is to go inside. If Cho puts the cross, the Mount should be inside also.
Shut up, Nick.
Go on, Clash Ref.
Mount should be inside also.
VJ, not Clash Ref. I've had enough. VJ, go.
All right. So see, this is where I have a bit of issue with how Cho played yesterday, as well as Lukaku as well, because we expect them to be positioned at that place, and they did not do that. And for me, yesterday, Lukaku, like I told this in the previous stream as well, for me, Lukaku yesterday played for Plymouth. That's how I in short I put it, right? Because he was
playing against us.
Sir, were we playing tilted formation? You're saying Cho should be inside the box and Lukaku should be inside the box, but Mount should not be inside the box.
Let him finish.
When you have Reece who's making the crosses, Mount should be
muted. Go, VJ. He keeps just talking, doesn't he? Go.
Yeah, because I make points, bro. You don't want to
let him finish.
Let him finish. You're a Mount fan. You're a Havertz fan, bro.
Bro, let him finish and you can talk after.
Listen, VJ can talk with me. I can talk with VJ. Let me speak.
Yeah, but he don't want you to talk. He wants to finish his point. What are you not understanding? Let him finish.
Yeah, because Daniel gets in. And we can't even have a football conversation.
Let him finish and you can ask him after.
Daniel, what are you mentioning me for?
All right,
listen,
go.
I just want to have a debate with VJ. I respect VJ, right?
Yeah, I know, but VJ respects you, but you're not respecting because you're over talking.
No. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish, Jam. Or why are you being so dominant?
Because you're not letting him finish.
Because it's his stream. First of all, it's his stream.
I'm just going to keep muting you, Class.
Pause,
bro. Let him finish.
Dominant.
Let him finish.
Listen, VJ, do you want me to reply to you? VJ, do you want me to reply to you?
I'd like you to reply to me, but once I finish it. Yeah,
sure.
Are we in agreement with that?
I'll wait for it.
I'll finish it. Yeah,
I'll wait.
Why did you not listen to me when I say that?
you only butt in when I talk bad about the
Havertz. Sort him out, Winner Surfer.
I'm gonna punch you, Andrew.
Let me speak.
Go on, BJ.
All right, so that's one of the issues that I had with the Plymouth game that we played yesterday. For me, the biggest worry is we shouldn't have played for 120 minutes. If you ask me, this is going to have a repercussion in the Club World Cup and probably after that as well, right? We should have closed this match in 90 minutes, and because of that 120 extension, we saw 3 injuries that happened, and I'm not sure about the seriousness of the injury, but I think we definitely should have closed this match in 90 minutes. And apart from that. I'm getting a feedback. All right. So apart from that, one more concern that I had, right. Like people tend to jump on Werner and Havertz, but for me, at least in the context of this game, I don't want to give too much of heat for both Werner and Havertz. If they do the same thing after 3 matches, I'll definitely do it. But like the first match for them after a month or 1.5 months, of course, they expect it to be a bit rusty. So and they didn't get to play for the entire game as well. So we probably have to be in a situation where we consider, criticizing constructively people who played the entire match rather than to criticize people who played just 15 minutes or 20 minutes in the actual game time. So that is where I think Lukaku probably deserves a bit more criticism than the other people in this particular game, in the context of how this game went. And this is Plymouth. He is expected to score. I get your point when people say, it's Plymouth, the League One side team, so we don't have enough data about them. So maybe we don't know how they're playing and all of that. But come on, this is again Plymouth. I'm not even sure if they're professionally playing football. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I might not have more.
Yes, they do.
They're professional. Yeah. Yes, they are.
Yeah, VJ, it's a bit of both. Don't forget, it's not just
can I talk right now? Like other people are going to jump in, and I'm not going to be able to talk, right?
Castro, please, 1 minute. You saw what happened yesterday. Let me just ask VJ something.
Go on, Claude. Say something.
Yeah, look, VJ, you saw the game yesterday.
This is not a safe environment for a diplomatic human being like me.
All right,
hold on, bro. Relax. Let Nick talk.
Just relax 1 second. That's all. VJ, if you remember during the game, the first half, Mason Mount, he was in the box with Lukaku. Lukaku didn't have not one player on him. And he was screaming for the ball with his hands raised up. And Mount looks at him and shoots.
Thank you.
If he had that goal, he would have got some confidence back. Yes or no?
So how about the 20 other times we passed him the ball inside the box?
Don't butt in now.
I'm just saying he could have had
Now, one situation where you didn't pass him the ball, he would have scored in that one. No, stop it. That's childish. That's you trying to push your agenda against Mason Mount. You're childish. He had so many chances. He had the ball in the box so many times.
Nick, this is the thing, right? To answer your question, I get your point when you said about that particular chance, but it's still a speculation, right? It's in the context of the entire game, it's still a speculation that he would have probably converted that, right? But considering the ratio of how many chances he had, which is close to 15-20 chances that Ziyech put in the crosses, that the same speculation could be said, right? Ziyech probably should have had 2 or 3 assists.
All those crosses that you speak of, how do you expect him to get on each and every single cross that you mentioned just now? All those crosses was
you gotta watch your back, Showtime.
He just said 2 or 3 out of 15. He didn't say every single chance. He said 2 or 3 out of 15.
I don't want to talk about it. I'll let someone else talk. Go on, Clay.
Petulant children was talking about this guy.
Aren't we playing back formation? So we have an extra person in attack. So why was Mason Mount not in attack?
Is that a false 5?
Because, oh my god!
Fuck off!
False 5 in the back.
Listen, this is like Jem. Can you have a bit control?
Go on, Classref. Go on, speak, sir.
Hold on a second, control. When Jem was asking for you to shut up so Jem can give a control.
The only people I like to have a debate is with Kazi, Johnny, and Monster because they have an identity. These people are flip-floppers. I can't even have an argument with them. How is this a debate where you can't?
Do I need to remind you how many times you've been saying Lukaku is shit? Why did we buy him? And all of a sudden you like him? Who's the flip-flop now?
How
You
many
don't. You're
times
not
you
long
and
enough here.
Cassie were
1
fighting?
year I've been on
After
stream. 1 year. You don't understand me. What's his name? Russian guy. You don't know about me. People know about me. What I'm
Yeah,
talking
you're
about.
a troll. Shut up.
Listen, we were playing back four. We did back fours. We had an extra body up front. You expect Lukaku alone in the D, and then you put the responsibility on Cho. Listen, I'm not a fan of Cho. Cho was also very bad, but then you can't just blame Lukaku because he was the alone person against three defenders. Mason Mount should have been inside, so Ziyech can do the normal crossing, and when Cho does the crossing, Mason Mount and Lukaku both are inside the D. But Mason Mount was choosing the easy option.
That's right. That's how.
With Ziyech. Why is
how we'll
when
look at
when
the
we have
stream
seen in last 7 games,
hierarchy.
Ziyech is an
Yeah,
amazing crosser. What do
Yeah,
why do you
he's low level understanding of the game.
So against Tottenham, when Mount put the ball 3 times in Lukaku's feet in front of the goal when he could have just scored, what about then? What happened?
No, he shouldn't be doing that. He should have been doing that. The goal actually didn't count, you guys. Because Mount shouldn't have been crossing. So the goal that Azpilicueta scored, that actually didn't. It didn't score. It didn't happen.
It was a ghost of Mason Mount.
You're a troll. I have to troll a troll.
Yeah, Dan, 1 second. Klazov, are you done?
Like, you just want to blame Lukaku, Werner.
You're a troll.
It's never done, Jim. Never done.
Are you done now, Klazov? Are we done?
No, I'm just saying, when you have Ziyech, we know him from the last 7 games. He can do the crosses. Why? What? Even if Mason Mount wants to make crosses,
I don't think
he needs to
Klazov
make
will ever.
He's just going to keep talking. Like
he never finish.
No, that's fair enough. Klazov, I hear you, brother. We hear you.
Did he not won the game when?
Thanks, Ty, for your input. Next.
Anyway, Winter Surfer, what are you saying, bro?
Usual nice, pleasant conversations when Klazov is involved. I love it. I just want to say, Lukaku was awful yesterday. There's no beating around the bush. He was
coming from Andy Pittman.
That's right. That's my name. Thank you. You know how to say it. Good. And also, Cho was very poor. Werner, he made it worse when he came on. And if Kai Havertz,
you're a United fan, are you? You're a Manchester United fan, are you?
Klazov, I know you're not a decent person.
Bro, I know you're a Manchester United fan. Bro, you are such a deluded person. You tell wrong information. You're wrong information. You give it wrong information.
Let him finish, bro, man. We let you talk. Why are you letting them talk? I don't get it. Just let him talk.
There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Thank you very much. Yeah, Werner made it worse when he came on. I don't care what anyone says. If Kai Havertz hadn't assisted, he gets a little bit away with it. But all this, who's so silky, he needs questions as well. Mount and Ziyech were the best players on that pitch by far. They were the best players on that right hand side. They made us tick. Ziyech actually changed his game in the second half because he realised there's no point spamming in crosses because no one's going to be there to head them in. And Mount assisted on Aspie's goal. And you know what? We were very lucky yesterday. I thought we didn't play well. If that was a better side, even a championship side, I think we would have at least gone to penalties and probably out. But to say that Mount had a bad game or couldn't cross it to Lukaku was dog shit. That effort when in the second half when Mount and Diaz combined and they crossed it in low. His movement was like me climbing the stairs. Just too slow, man. Just too slow, yeah. And he was never. He tried to get there, but he was no way.
He didn't even try to get there. He's still.
Hey, I thought his leg got shorter in that attempt.
He's not there. I told you mentally.
That's because he's turning into a potato.
Yeah, he loves gnocchi, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Go out with a donation. Says Klazrev, I have good news, bro. Your family has lifted the restraining order. Feel free to log off and return home. Is what Goam saying to you. Goam, thank you for the donation.
Go ahead, man.
Good news, Klaz.
Go. Yeah, but other than that, we've got Luton away, right? That should be easy.
Yay!
The draw was already happened.
I wouldn't be trusting Andrew. He says Mason Mount was man of the match yesterday with ZH. You're a funny guy.
I didn't quite say that, did I?
I wouldn't trust you. Like you said, Mason Mount was good.
That's where I know you're
I
not
wouldn't trust
listening.
you.
You're
I wouldn't
selectively
trust your
listening.
judgment.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Because your head's up Werner's ass. That's why you're
And you listen.
Jem, can I ask a question? Jem, can I ask a question, Jem? No.
God.
If my head was on Werner ass, I wouldn't be the one supporting Lukaku. If my head was in Werner ass,
you're not supporting Lukaku. You're just hating on Mason Mount. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't said one thing to support Lukaku today.
Are we gonna get anything out of blaming Lukaku when Mason Mount and Havertz are not ready yet?
There we go.
Okay.
I can't take it. Go on, Dan. What you saying?
Jem, so my question to you is, if you didn't have Ty in this stream, would you bring him back for a new episode in the future? Because I mean, at this point in time, I believe that he needs to go to a rehabilitation home for psychological. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Be kind. Be nice. Relax yourself. Chill out. Breathe in.
What are you on? Listen, Mason Mount. You want to talk about Mason Mount? Talk about Mason Mount.
Bro, you always crying when you talk. Why are you always crying when you talk? Just talk properly, bro. Like you're always crying.
You're talking as you have got a dick in your mouth.
Oh wow! Look at you.
Now we get into it. Let's stop playground.
You're sounding as your mom couldn't pay counsel.
That's what you get when you go out against.
You sound like your mom.
We're getting personal now.
You can't afford. You sound like you're emotionally upset.
Bro, I
But
just had a picture of Mason Mount
what
to
bullying
troll,
Clash Ref, right?
And listen. Bro.
Right,
You need
got
to
you.
help your mother pay council tax.
You talking about his mother? You talking about his mother now?
Tax, It's a council tax, Your mother.
You talking about his mother?
What are you talking, bro? Like,
bro, why does Mount makes you so angry, bro?
Speak English.
Oh wow!
He actually speaks better English than you, Clash Ref.
Yeah, no. Let's not do that.
Clash Ref, you need to chill out, bro. Like honestly, chill out, bro. Honestly,
it's a joke. Chelsea, yeah. It's like relax.
It's Chelsea, bro. You need to chill out.
Don't come here and you think
that's a red card, man. Shut up, Clash Ref. No one wants to hear you anymore.
You're not gonna get clout.
What did I say, Clash Ref? Did I say shut up? Okay.
No,
listen,
he got muted and he unmuted
we
himself.
like listening to you. You always come on here, but you're always welcome here. But let's not be disrespectful, man. Personally, I don't like stuff like that.
Bro, Jem, you're not equal, bro. Like you need to sort yourself out.
You're not. You were talking about his mom.
You're not equal, bro.
I should smack the back of your head. What's wrong with you?
You know yourself. I've spoken to you offline on Instagram a couple of times.
I know, bro. Like, well, you need to protect me too because I need to have my opinion.
I'm not protecting you. Fuck you.
But I will protect you if people are rude to you.
Protect you.
Then yes.
Why did you talk about his mom? That pissed me off.
Don't say much.
Yeah, you started it.
What did I start? Bro, I was just
You never once mentioned anything personal about you.
He was talking about my family, bro. Like
when?
It wasn't him,
What?
it was a chat.
It was the chat. It was a
He
chat.
never mentioned your family. What are you talking about?
Bro, like he was talking about
protecting me. Shut up. I was protecting you.
Listen, you come to me, you say something about my mom, and then you said I don't speak proper English. And bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Chill out, man.
I didn't said like I said you sound like if your mom can't pay the bills.
But why are you saying that?
No, personal attack with your mom. I don't even know your mom.
See, he said it again. Look at this guy. What's wrong with you?
He said I sound like someone like from my family.
No, I said you're always crying. I said you're crying when you talk. You're crying when you talk. That's what I said.
Listen, Drake. When Drake came into the industry,
why do you prove his point straight away?
Why does Drake talk like that? I can't be like you. I'm different.
Crying.
I
you're making
like you. I'm different. I don't want to be a boring cunt like you.
Lazaref, it's fine. Just take a breather, bro. I don't want you to have a heart attack.
I'm just different human being. Don't tell me I'm crying.
We just want to know what planet you're from. That's all.
Yeah, whatever planet I am, I like myself the way I am.
Fine, bro.
Don't tell me I'm crying.
Just
you're the one who's he can't. He's like,
just don't like yourself too much when you're talking to us.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with the way you are. We need people like you in the world, my man.
Hey, Classic, you're a dickhead, you know.
Yeah, I can be a dickhead if people are dickheads.
What? Why'd you say that?
But what?
Apologize.
To whom?
Apologize to him for talking about his mom.
I wasn't talking about his mom. Everybody.
Apologize.
Bro, I'm not fucking.
Listen, bro. I don't take it personally because listen, Glassref. I'm not taking it personally because I know you're individual.
You have to apologize, bro.
But what I'm saying to you is this: don't be disrespectful to other people in there that you don't know, bro.
You don't get it. I'm not like really talking shit about his mom.
Anyway, Lamin Saho says, "Is this the Chelsea show or an episode of the Jerry Springer show? We can call it Jeremy."
Don't diss Jerry Springer.
Class.
I don't know, mate. We was talking about Plymouth and Chelsea, and then all of a sudden we're now talking about mums and everything else. So
no, that's wild. It's wild.
But we move. Another day.
Now these guys are trying to make me like a victim or a guilty party because I'm talking shit about.
You're a guilty party.
This is the same thing. This happens with Mason Mount fans. They try to.
No one cares about Mason Mount. You're talking about his mom. What are you talking about? Who gives a shit about Mason Mount? You're talking about his mom.
I know your strategies. Grow up, bro. Grow up.
Anyway, I think on that note, I think I'm finished because it is 2.5 hours.
I'm gonna try to figure out. Did I have enough?
What is wrong with this kid?
Today, Lukaku. Yesterday, Werner. When are you gonna pick on Mason Mount and Havertz?
When they play,
we've got you to do that.
For 1 year
we've
now.
got you to do that. You can pick on them if you want to pick on them.
That is a common theme. The people that defend Lukaku straight away
and you guys
attack
are saying Mason Mount and Havertz on the stream. But when I go to stadiums, everybody's talking about Werner. You don't realize how overrated Mason Mount and Kai Havertz are.
Go to any stadiums.
Jem, it's been a pleasure, bro. It's been a pleasure, man. But listen, I'm gonna go because I can't be asked with this guy. I don't take it personally, but all I'm gonna say is this, bro.
Mason Mount.
For future reference,
talk
this
about
guy,
football. You can't defend Mason Mount, can you?
Can I just say something, or are you just gonna keep talking?
You just have you want to have an easy life. Mason, Lukaku.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you saying, fam? Jem, listen, I was saying
you are really on one today, ain't you? You are really going.
Yeah, I will be because yesterday we won the game because Mount
release your fist. Release your fist. I think it's going. The blood is not going to your head, and I'm not talking about the big one. Release your wrist. Release your wrist, man.
Russian, do you have your own channel, Russian?
No.
Okay.
Jem,
let me ask you a question.
The order is back in effect. Is what anyway.
Jem, let me ask you a question. Yesterday, did they fly that Mason Mount banner in the bridge?
No.
Okay, you see, they probably won't fly it again because that was an agenda as well. They don't like that. Because Conte doesn't have a flag, how are you gonna fly Mason Mount before?
What are we
oh my God, another one.
Are you was that your ace? Were you holding your aces in your hand for that? Was that your ace?
No, bro. I'm just asking a question. Relax.
Was that your ace? No, you've been quiet and you just ripped out something that's.
I just asked him a simple question. It was a thought that came to my head. Like,
no, it took you a while to ask that question.
Because we wasn't talking about it. Like, relax, bro. You want to get on me so like, come on, bro.
Yo, why you so defensive, man? Relax.
Nah, because he came at me like all crazy. Like, come on.
No, he didn't. He didn't come at you crazy. He just asked you if you had his ace in the hole, man.
Did you ask Showtime?
All you had to do was say, "Yep, I did," and just move on.
Showtime, why did you ask me if I have a?
He wants to join you.
No, because you speak facts for me. So I
no.
I resonate with your opinion.
I was thinking of it, but then I changed my mind.
To be honest, Redneck doesn't speak facts.
Someone on this channel be talking.
I just don't have a patience as Jem. You need to have patience to have your own channel.
Redneck is a public.
IPs people, I'll start to track.
Redneck, you're a bum licker. You go on stream and
my God.
You don't even talk about football. You don't even talk about why Jorginho is important. You want to have a proper argument with about Jorginho? Talk with me.
Nobody can talk with you. You live in your own world. How we can talk to you if you do not let us talk?
Yeah, because you want to avoid me because you don't have minerals, do you?
I think you've been on the minerals. That's the problem.
Last rep.
No, but he avoids you because you might bite him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would buy him when he fucking talks
I know you would. I know you would.
No, because do you want to know the reason why I actually don't want to talk to you? Because I think I seriously think you have a mental case, and I don't want to be the one that actually.
That's my point. That is fucking amazing. I've got a mental. Listen, I've got a mental.
No. He doesn't have any mental issue.
No,
he's just a troll.
It's just Klazrev. That's it.
He's a troll. Like this is him being troll.
I'm the one.
You can't respect people, bro. You need to respect some people, bro. Just because they have a different opinion, you need to respect people. That's it.
Mental, like don't put that on him, but he's just a troll. He's a disrespectful troll.
Listen, Danny, you are crazy in your head. You don't know about football. You only know about 2016-17 Chelsea.
You got it.
We have moved on. We have moved on.
Yeah, whatever.
Tell him, bruv. Anyway, guys, smash the like button if you enjoyed the comedy show today. Big up to you all. We don't usually, I mean, I'll say not usually. That is
the problem. Lukaku is the problem.
You see what I'm saying, Daniel? And you're saying don't put the finger like
when are you going to stop?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Listen, we want and actually open your eyes to Lukaku.
Like if we keep scapegoating Mason Mount and Havertz, I don't know.
You see,
anyway, guys, press the like button.
Literally textbook definition, man.
I will be back this week with my daily shows as football is back. We got the club, we got the FIFA Club World Cup that Chelsea will be playing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So there's lots to talk about. A trophy that we haven't won yet. So it'd be nice to try and talk about, that at some point. And the team we're up again. I don't know much about them. So
team is left. Did what's his name? Tuchel went?
Tuchel's going to meet him out there, I believe.
Well, there's a doubt about that, obviously. With the
I think the quickest that he can be there is like the next Saturday.
He was out there having dinner with the club scouts.
Marina. He's eating Marina. He got COVID from Marina, man. She's out of order.
No.
Right.
Marina don't got COVID, man.
Yeah, Marina.
You just woke up Showtime. You just woke up Showtime. Now he's gonna be like class ref, man.
Not at all. I'm just gonna be like, hey, in Marina we trust. You know that.
We hear it.
Marina knows nothing about football. She doesn't know.
Hey, when do your phone privileges run out?
She is just a baby. Listen, Marina has
too long. Give it to the next person so they can talk to their family, man.
Marina is a problem. Marina doesn't know about spouses. Marina doesn't know about men's football. She doesn't know anything.
What?
We need Iman. What's his name? Iman. What's this African guy?
Marina just she spent the bank on your attacking players that can't put in goals.
Issue. She doesn't know about football. She doesn't know about men's football. She doesn't know about spouses.
Anyway, on that note, I am going to finish it there, I think, on that one. Klazrev, Showtime, everyone.
Oh, sorry, I was too much today.
You are. You're a little bit too. Usually, I don't mind your crazy, Klazrev, but you're a bit crazy today.
When Lukaku's going to score hat tricks and Werner going to score hat tricks, then you're going to know.
Okay, but Werner isn't doing second season.
I really don't rate Havertz and Mason now.
If he can score against the second championship Plymouth.
Right, you can't do it alone, can you?
European giants, Plymouth.
Tomorrow. See you
That's
later,
if you don't have high
and
hopes.
big up everyone else. And smash the likes and subscribe if you're new, and leave a little comment below what you thought about this comedy show today. See you later. Peace.